Entertainment and Sports Network.
It is a gorgeous Thursday evening here in New York City, and it is time for baseball as the Yes Network presents New York Yankees baseball. It's the New York Yankees against the Baltimore Orioles in the first game of a four-game set from Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, New York. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Yankees baseball along with Ken Singleton and Paul O'Neill. I'm Michael Kay. Well, the Yankees lost last night 5-1. It was a rubber game of a three-game set with the Blue Jays. It was the first series they'd lost after winning 5 in a row. The last time they lost a series against these Baltimore Orioles. But throughout this hot streak, the guy who's been red hot is Jacoby Ellsbury.
Well, he comes into this game with a 9-game hitting streak, hitting .355. And, Michael, you said that a lot of it has been done lately, including a 4-hit game in Boston. But if you see what Jacoby Ellsbury is doing, he's hitting the ball line to line, left field, right field, up the middle, running the bases, a big part of why the guys in the middle of the lineup are driving in runs.
And he's the one guy that Joe Girardi just can't give a day off to because he is so valuable to what they do. He has been absolutely amazing. Let's take a look at tonight's pitching matchup, brought to you by People's United Bank N.A. See what know-how can do for you. Chris Tillman will get the start for the O's, and for the Yankees, it's Nathan Eovaldi coming off a good start, Kenny, in Boston.
Yeah, that was Saturday afternoon in Boston on May the 2nd, and Eovaldi, well, he only had a couple of strikeouts in that game. We're going to see both of them, but he made some great pitches when he had to, and eventually he came away with a win. There are the 2 strikeouts, but he had his defense working for him. Double play ball. It's Mike Napoli wrapping into the double play. Eovaldi with his 2nd win of the year, looking for his 1st of the year at Yankee Stadium.
Well, one thing he has to look out for is Adam Jones of the Orioles. He has been on fire since opening day, leading the American League in hitting. But he did sit down with Meredith Barakovitz, and she talked about how hot he's been. That's coming up next, right here on Yes.
You know what you like. Action. Adventure. That unmistakable rush. A winning hand. Scoring those I just gotta have them shoes. Incredible dining choices, including 3 by world-famous chef Amaro Lagasse. All the comforts of a luxurious award-winning hotel. It's your lifestyle. And knowing there's only one place where you can really play your way. Sands Bethlehem.
After all the candles are blown out, after the last toast of the night, Cambridge paving stones with ArmorTech stand the test of time. Beautifully designed, built to last. Only Cambridge paving stones have ArmorTech, our unique process that produces a rich, distinctive color. Create your own memories with Cambridge paving stones. Visit CambridgePavers.com.
Cambridge paving stones with ArmorTech will always look like new.
Hit it out of the ballpark. I'm Cindy with Lee's Toyota, and while some dealers can't get to first base, you can score a home run deal at Lee's. People come from near, far, and in between to shop our 3 big showrooms at one location. Amazing low prices, 0 financing available, and great leases. If you miss coming to Lee's, you'll miss getting a lot for less. Family owned and operated for over 50 years. See what a great deal really is at Lee's Toyota.
You better believe it.
Welcome back to Yankees baseball on Yes. Game 1 of the 4-game series between the Yankees and the Orioles set to get underway in just a couple minutes. Hi, I'm Meredith Barakovitz. If the Yankees are going to have success against Baltimore, they're going to need to find a way to quiet the bat of Adam Jones. Jones has been spectacular offensively to start the season. He has a .383 batting average, 5 home runs, 21 RBIs to start. I caught up with him earlier today to ask him what's led to his early success.
I'm trying to just have aggressive at-bats, but have smart at-bats. I'm not trying to go up there and just swing at everything because I have a bat. I'm just trying to get a good pitch, hit it. Tony Gwynn said this before he passed to me. He said, if you don't want nobody talking about you, don't be good. That's the easiest way. Nobody talks about anybody that's not good. So I'm just trying to play hard, represent my team, my teammates in the city of Baltimore as well as I can, and my family.
Jones managed 2 home runs against the Yankees the last time these two teams faced. It's up to Nathan Eovaldi to try to prevent that this evening. Plenty more to come here on the Yes Network. Michael Kay, Paul O'Neill, and Ken Singleton coming your way next with Lineups First Pitch Baseball right here on Yes.
Fans, come out to Yankee Stadium on Saturday, May 9th, when the Yankees take on their division rivals, the Orioles. The first 18,000 guests in attendance will receive a Yankees keychain, courtesy of New York Presbyterian Hospital. The 2015 New York Yankees. Make the connection.
These streets, they can be pretty crazy. You know what your solution to that is? A new Ford Fusion, Escape, or Explorer. You'll get the control of all-wheel drive and intelligent four-wheel drive, so almost nothing gets in your way. And your blind spots are covered. Talk about the total package. Ford has it big time.
Now get an Escape SE four-wheel drive with 0% financing for 60 months, or lease one for $179 a month at your local Ford dealer.
Yankees Baseball on Yes is brought to you in part by La Quinta Inns and Suites. Wake up on the bright side at La Quinta Inns and Suites. Book now at lq.com. By TriStateGMC.com. And by RE/MAX. Nobody sells more real estate than RE/MAX. Feels like a summer evening here on this Thursday in New York City as the New York Yankees take the field inside Yankee Stadium to begin a 4-game set with the Baltimore Orioles. Let's take a look at the Orioles lineup as put together by manager Buck Showalter. Leading off their third baseman, Manny Machado. The DH, Jimmy Paredes, will bat second. In center field, it's Adam Jones batting third. Right fielders, Delman Young cleaning up. The number 5 hitter playing first base, Chris Davis. Steve Pearce, yes, he's playing second base. He'll bat 6th. Batting 7th, the shortstop, J.J. Hardy. Travis Snyder is the left fielder. He'll hit 8th. Batting 9th and catching, Caleb Joseph. As for J.J. Hardy, his first game off the DL this year. He's been battling a bad left shoulder.
Nathan Eovaldi will get the start for the Yankees tonight. This will be his second start against the Orioles. He started against them on April the 15th in Baltimore, no decision. A game that the Orioles won. Look at the numbers: 5 starts, 2-0, 3.81, 22 strikeouts, and 28 in the third innings. Opponents are hitting .328 against him. Let's check out our pitcher's scatter report, brought to you by your Honda dealers. Paul, I know you appreciate this. April 15th, he was racking up birdies.
I wish I had a few more today. But
9 strikeouts. He struck out 9 Orioles that night. And he's won 3 in a row. I should say the Yankees have won his last 3 starts. He's got the decision in 2 of those. And 1 for the home folks. He's looking for his first win ever at Yankee Stadium.
Why don't we check out the defense behind Eovaldi, presented by Geico. In the outfield, it's Gardner, Ellsbury, and Beltran left to right. In the infield, Headley, Gregorius, Drew, and Teixeira. That's third to first. Brian McCann's behind the plate. And on the mound, Kenny told you all about Nathan Eovaldi. So Manny Machado recently has moved up to the leadoff position for the Orioles. And this is a guy with power and can drive in runs, but multifaceted. And Buck has him leading off. So he's getting ready. Again, crowd filing into the stadium. It's a beautiful, beautiful night.
Yeah, the last time we saw Baltimore, it was Alejandro De Aza leading off.
Machado's ready. Eovaldi's ready. Let's do it here in the Bronx. First pitch is low, and we are underway. Home plate umpire is Mike DeMuro. Trip Gibson at first. Brian Gorman at second. Mark Carlson over at third. Big cut, 1-1.
You know, there's going to be a time, Kenny, that Eovaldi, you know, he's always been in the major leagues because of his stuff. And, you know, is there going to be a time where he goes out there and he expects to win every single time? And that's, if you're Joe Girardi, you're Larry Rothschild, that's where you're waiting for that big adjustment. When he takes the mound, he expects to win.
Orioles are 12-13. The Yankees are 17-11. The Yankees are in first place in the East. And there's the reigning American League Manager of the Year, Buck Showalter. The 2-1. The Orioles just got swept in a 2-game set by the Mets at Citi Field. So they're spending the whole week here in New York.
What a great road trip, huh, Kenny? 2 teams, 1 city.
Yeah, they're staying at the same hotel for a whole week.
They should go into Citi Field and get shut down by their pitching. Then it starts off bad.
Yeah, well, they ran into Bartolo Colon and Jacob deGrom. I got Tolo, man. He just keeps rolling.
You could have said that 15, 20 years ago. Same guy doing the same stuff.
Grounded to second. Right there is Drew. And there's one away. Tightly packed in the American League East. The Yankees are first, 17-11. Rays behind them, 2 back. Blue Jays 3.5. Orioles 3.5. And the Red Sox, who fired their pitching coach today, Juan Nieves, they're in last place, 4 games back.
Wasn't he the pitching coach when they won the World Series?
Yes, he was.
Yeah. Jeez.
Tough business.
Yeah, it is.
3 minutes before game time, that's tough.
Big cut by Jimmy Paredes.
Paredes has a reputation of being a very good hitter, and that's all he's done since coming up to Baltimore. He's hitting .333, 3 homers and 11 runs batted in. He's got 20 hits, 9 of them for extra bases.
So that first swing on a curveball, very important. Evaldi, he mixes in that curveball early in the count. You know, when you throw 97, 98 as a hitter, you walk up to that plate, you're looking for that fastball out over the plate, catch up to it. Sure, Larry Rothschild has gone over that. Just you know, you have to mix in early in the count good curveballs.
Paredes got one of these numbers going right now. He's got a 5-game hitting streak. Oh, he's hot. No, he's 5 for 21.
Yeah.
He's at vitamins 1 a day.
He's a step away from being in a slump or a step away from getting real hot. You just don't know where it is right now, only after 5 days. Wow. See that? I mean, that's an overpowering fastball, but again, it's at 97, but it's set up by some off-speed stuff early.
The 2-2.
Yeah, that game in Baltimore, Evaldi started. He had the lead when he left, but one of the rare games they got away from the bullpen. And Baltimore came back and won and took the series 2 out of 3 down at Camden Yards.
Again, off-speed pitch 3-2, but again, to get to 3-2, that 2-2 pitch, you know, he was looking to throw that ball out of the strike zone for the strikeout, and it puts you in a position now where you're pitching 3-2.
I think a lot of it, the development, well, it's going to get help from the veteran catcher,
Sure.
Brian McCann.
Ouch. You
Is it
see that ball
emergency hack?
in off the plate at 98, and I tell you what, tough to, as a hitter, 2 strikes, you're trying to protect everything. Little overthrow, kind of pulls it across, but in on his hands.
I heard you say ouch. If that was April 1st, it'd be ouch. A little colder back then.
High drive, right center. There it goes. See ya. A long home run for Paredes, and the Orioles are on the board.
I'll tell you what, he caught up to that, but it was the same pitch that he saw before. So, and the hitters can catch up to fastball. There's nobody in the major leagues that can't catch up to a fastball if you see it over and over again. 96.
Ooh.
Wow.
Target's low and away. I don't think it got there. Nope. You're right, Paul. That's exactly the same pitch, and this time he was quicker. It's his 4th home run of the year. 21 hits, 10 of them for extra bases.
Here's Adam Jones.
One thing you see about Evaldi, as good as his stuff is, seldom does he come out and have 1, 2, 3 innings. You know, he'll walk somebody, he'll give up a hit. You know, he's got to learn to save some pitches, have some short innings.
Adam Jones sits atop the Honda League leaderboard for batting average at .383. Jacoby Ellsbury's next. Cabrera, Iglesias, and Fielder.
Something about that Cabrera guy. He's always stuck in the middle of that batting race, isn't he?
Sometimes he ends up on top.
Yeah.
In all categories.
Now, one thing Jones has done this year, there's a new hitting coach with Baltimore, Scott Coolbar. And Jones's chase rate has kind of gone down. He doesn't chase as many of those down and away sliders as he used to with 2 strikes. What he's also done is hit the ball to right field a little bit better than he has in the past.
Tip that ball, count 2-2.
So that's one reason why his average is way up there. His 2-strike approach has somewhat changed. But he's a pretty good all-around baseball player. Gold Glove center fielder. One of the leaders on the Orioles ball club. And we mentioned this in Baltimore, Michael. When you come to an Orioles game, there's a good chance he's going to be playing. He plays in over 150-something games a year. So he shows up.
Soft ground ball to Drew. And he gets Jones for the second out. Let's look at the game time weather presented by Bigelow Tea. 70 degrees, wind 8 miles per hour, humidity 45%, clear skies, and other than Paul, very pleasant.
Nice. Remember the last time you did that weather report with me? We were in Detroit.
Yes.
And I said Bigelow Tea they had a bad series.
It was iced tea.
It was snow flurries for 4 days.
Delman Young lines one right at Stephen Drew, and that's going to do it. A home run by Paredes gives the Orioles 1 run, and the Yankees are coming to bat.
Tomorrow, it's a Friday night fight as the Bombers and O's slug it out in Game 2 from the stadium. Yankees-Orioles coverage starts tomorrow at 6, only on Yes.
Wow. Love the color.
Oh, thanks. I went to Lowe's, and they helped me pick out the color and gave me a few tips to do it myself.
Well, it looks amazing.
You know, now that it's done, you know what else I'm going to finally try? Wearing a fedora.
Fedora twins!
We're just getting word into the WCBS newsroom.
Train derailed on the Hudson Line.
When you want the latest news.
Authorities have been on the scene.
From communities across the tri-state.
In Greenwich.
In
Oyster Bay. From White Plains.
When you need traffic and weather together on the 8th.
Delays are out of sight.
And business news from the Wall Street Journal.
Improvement in the economy.
New York's News Radio, WCBS 880.
There are other luxury cars starting around $29,900. But when put to the challenge, not one of them made this kind of, what's the word? Impact. The Audi A3, the only car in its class to receive both a 5-star overall safety rating and IIHS Top Safety Pick.
Orioles scored a run on the top of the first. Now it's the Yankees' turn. The Yankees starting lineup presented by Lexus. Leading off their center fielder, Jacoby Ellsbury. And left field is Brett Gardner batting second. The DH, Alex Rodriguez, will hit third. Cleaning up first baseman Mark Teixeira. Brian McCann behind the plate is on to bat fifth. The number 6 hitter, right fielder Carlos Beltran. Chase Headley's at third base. He'll bat seventh. Hitting eighth and playing second base, Stephen Drew. And Didi Gregorius, the shortstop, will bat ninth.
Table setters. Jacoby Ellsbury, Brett Gardner. They've been doing a heck of a job for the Yankees, and they'll face Chris Tillman, 27-year-old right-hander for the Baltimore Orioles, coming off a loss in his last start. But he won a season-high 7 innings. If you look at his numbers, that ERA inflated 6.23. There's your scouting report brought to you by your Tri-Honda dealers. Second straight year he's been the Orioles' opening day starter. He's an innings eater, over 200 innings the last couple of years. That was his record on the road last year, 8-1 on the road. He's already got a road loss this year. The Yankees are hoping they can make it at least 2 tonight.
And he deals to Ellsbury, who chops one up the middle, and he now has a 10-game hitting streak.
I'll tell you what, if you're an offensive player and you're going well, you just know when you put it in play, you put your head down, you know it's going to find a hole. And Jacoby Ellsbury is on one of those rolls where just everything you hit seems to find a hole. Fastball right there, little three-hopper right up the middle, 1 for 1.
Here's Brett Gardner. Was not in yesterday's starting lineup, had a stiff neck. But back in the lineup today.
Boys are all sporting the mustache. They're starting to come in a little bit. Talking around the batting cage. Some guys are proud of their stash. Some guys are a little hesitant to see how it's going to work.
Did you ever have a mustache?
You know what? In 1990, we went through that crazy thing as teams do. You see Brett Gardner there starting to grow. And we tried to grow the mutton chops. And some guys, you know, with the full beard, they can grow those chops. And after about 10 days, I got a couple nubs. I wasn't real good at that.
Well, as a team, the Yankees have said that Gregorius is the worst because Didi doesn't have to shave.
Yeah.
So he's been going down about 2 weeks, and there's really nothing there.
Well, can't you go to a novelty store and get one?
I guess that's your next step.
W.B. Mason, man. He's got one of those. You borrow.
One thing you'll notice about Tillman, he varies his times to home plate very well. Despite the fact that he's 6'5", he's only had 2 stolen bases against him since 2013. So he's got the guy at first base who's leading the league in steals. So this is a good matchup. If Ellsbury decides to go, Caleb Joseph throws pretty well.
Kenny also mentioned how good Tillman was last year on the road. Well, he doesn't like pitching here. In 7 starts at the new Yankee Stadium, has a 7.47 ERA, which is the worst ERA of any pitcher with 5 or more starts.
It's high flying, isn't it?
He's a high fastball pitcher, likes to move it around a lot, but it's not a real good pitch selection here in the Yankee Stadium. What you see, what great job the grounds crew does for Ellsbury over there early in the game. You've got a little launching pad over there, a little dry area. Get good footing if you want to try to steal second base.
You know, back in the day when ORIOLES was stealing all those bases for the Dodgers and setting records, when they went to Candlestick Park at that time to play the Giants would wet down first base. They'd slow it down.
Like a mud pit.
Yeah, it was. The Dodgers used to complain, but it was the Giants' park. They could do whatever they wanted with it. They were a home run hitting team.
And McCovey, Willie Mays, didn't matter to them. They rounded the bases, huh?
There he goes. Rounded foul. How about that? 1 stolen base allowed every 220 innings since 2013.
Kenny said it. I mean, as a pitcher, a base runner, you start to get on times and you get in rhythms against pitchers, and he varies. You know, he'll vary his pitch count as far as velocity, and he also varies his delivery, how long he'll hold you.
And on the 3-2 pitch, of course, Ellsbury on the move, hoping that Gardner gets a base hit, chases him to third base. One thing about Tillman, too, his strike throwing ability has kind of gone down this year. He's used a lot of pitches early in games, not throwing strikes.
Line drive, base hit over the leaping try of Pierce into right field. Ellsbury will go to third. It's a single for Gardner, and the Yankees are set up. Runners on the corners, nobody out.
Well, our director, Michael Cooney, tonight had that opening shot of Ellsbury and Gardner just before they came up to hit. And this is what they've been doing for the last week to 10 days. Setting the table. Both of them with on-base percentages over 40%. And now they're at the corners with nobody out. That's Steve Pierce. Not Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
I tell you, is there a better way to come to the plate? You're first at bat, nobody out, and on first and third.
Well, the 1-2 hitters have been the table setters for the Yankees. Second in average, first in runs, first in on-base percentage, and tied for first in stolen bases. Miami leads in average, the top two. So here's AROD. 1-0.
Yeah, one thing, if you are a third or a fourth hitter you want to lead the league in, is times at the plate with men on base.
2-0.
I know you always kind of kick yourself when you give at bats away, but you don't give at bats away with men in scoring position. When you walk up to the plate, you know it's an opportunity. See, Alex has great numbers off Tillman. Opportunities to drive in runs makes you really concentrate.
High fly ball, right field. Young back on the track, at the wall, leaps, and he makes the catch. Both runners tag. Ellsbury scores. Gardner moves to second. The Yankees have tied the score at 1, but that close to a 3-run home run for AROD.
Tell you what, he looked like he was a little out front, but it sounded good. So he got it off the barrel of the bat. Weather's getting warmer, ball's carrying, ball's away. Good swing. Just didn't have everything behind it. But you see this ball's out of the park. That's a 3-run homer taken back.
Oh, wow.
Well, Kenny, that makes you sick to your stomach when you're hitting, right?
You can almost feel Willie Mays pushing that back in the park.
Here's Teixeira. 1-0.
Really good job of Brett Gardner tagging up on that ball and getting to second base. The old school of thought is go halfway and see what happens, but he tagged up and had time to get in. Another runner in scoring position.
Grounded, fair, inside the bag and down the right field line. Gardner scores. Teixeira's going for 2, and he is going to be out. So an RBI single for Mark Teixeira. The Yankees have a 2-1 lead.
Tell you what, Delman Young showing off a strong arm. And he's not known for his ability to go get the ball, but he's known for his ability to throw the ball.
I tell you, as an outfielder, there's nothing better than having a couple throws in an inning so you know you're loose. He had to throw to third base before, and I tell you what, he threw an absolute bullet to second base here. Ball was fair. Good little reverse pivot. Everything's in sequence there and just absolutely right on the money. Bad feeling sliding in there with the trick slide. Just didn't quite work.
And McCann hits one on one hop to Pierce. So the Yankees hit the ball very hard in the first. They get 2 runs. It almost seems like they could have had more. But at the end of 1, it's the Yankees 2 and the Orioles 1.
Go get help, boy. Go get help. Go get help. Right now.
If you're a cat, you ignore people. It's what you do.
Oh, come on.
If you want to save 15% or more on car insurance, you switch to Geico. It's what you do.
Go on, kitty cat.
Why, hello. The all-new Maserati of Morris County is now open during construction. New facility coming soon. Right next to Lexus of Route 10. Upgrade to a new level of luxury and lease the all-new Maserati Ghibli starting at just $774 a month. Change your image and walk the red carpet at the all-new Maserati of Morris County.
This car insurance company says you can name your own price. Let's see how it works. I would like your car insurance for $1.
Me too, but our program doesn't work that way.
I don't understand. Don't your ads say that I can name my own price?
Yeah, but your price would be about $200 a month.
So I'm not really naming my price. I'm naming your price.
Tomato, tomato.
Rates should be based on your driving skills, not your negotiating skills. Cure Auto Insurance. Drive well.
North, south, east, or west, get a Hyundai from the best. Pick one fast, don't go past Route 4 Paramus. 4 is always last, Route 4 Paramus.
If it's luxury you're after, Route 4 has it.
4 is always last.
Like the all-new 2015 Hyundai Genesis sedan, now for only $294 a month with no money down.
4 is always last.
And the Equus Signature is just $484 a month with a no money down option plus guaranteed credit for all.
Hyundai's up for last, Route 4 Paramus.
Time for today's conversation, brought to you by Toyota. Toyota is the official hybrid vehicle of the Yankees. We started the conversation with this. What's been your favorite moment of play from the first month of the season, and why? John Ross Jr. says, can I vote for the entire first inning in the Sunday night game against Boston on April 12th? You certainly can, John. You can do whatever you want.
You just did on national TV, right?
Right.
7-run first.
Chris Davis takes strike. Hey, follow Yes Network and tweet us your responses using hashtag Yankees Camry Hybrid and keep the conversation going.
They even drove down the field and kicked the extra point.
I'll tell you one thing, though. I saw some highlights in Boston of the reunion with the 75 team.
Yep.
And, you know, the old uniforms, what is it about? They look so good. And I don't know if because you grew up in that era or what, but the old-time uniforms, they still look good.
Do those players look as good as they did back in 75 in them? I don't think so.
Yeah, I saw Carl Yastrzemski out there. He's a little white now.
What I'm trying to say is some of those guys are a little heavier. They had a great team, though. That was Rice and Fred Lynn's first year. And they were running for Rookie of the Year. Fred Lynn was MVP and Rookie of the Year same year.
Quite a way to break into the major leagues.
Yeah, it was. Good player.
Chris Davis swings to a 97-mile-an-hour fastball.
Well, Chris Davis, you know, a few years ago, 50-some home runs, but I mean, this is what he is. I mean, he's a home run power hitter that strikes out a lot, 170-some times last year, and you see, good fastball, inner half, by him.
That's his 89th at bat and his 41st strikeout.
Here's Steve Pearce. Steve Pearce is playing second base now. And if you find that unusual, imagine how he feels. He's never played it in the minors, in the majors, but Jonathan Scope is injured, and they're giving Steve Pearce a try. And so far, he has not embarrassed himself in that position. And I remember Steve Pearce when he was with the Yankees, guys. He's a big guy.
Yeah.
Very big guy to be playing second base.
Yeah, he's played first. He's played the outfield. Ryan Flaherty should be back off the DL tomorrow.
There's ground ball to Headley. Two away. Tonight's Cold Hard Facts are brought to you by Clean, Crisp Coors Light. Highest average fastball velocity. Joe Kelly of the Red Sox is the tops. Not having a great year. Did not pitch well against the Yankees. Evaldi's 95.8. And Ventura, Harvey, and Salazar. Here's J.J. Hardy, his first at-bat of the year. He was put on the DL on April 5th, retroactive to March 27th with a bad left shoulder. Popped up, McCann does, and he puts it away for the final out of a 1-2-3 inning. So the Orioles go down in order against Evaldi, and we go to the bottom of the second. It's 2-1 Yanks. He struck him out. An absolute gem.
Fans, start Memorial Day weekend at Yankee Stadium on Friday, May 22nd, when the Yankees play the Rangers. All guests in attendance will receive a Yankees reusable tote bag, courtesy of the MLB Network. The 2015 New York Yankees. Make the connection.
Hazelnut, light on the acidity.
Inorganic Sumatra.
Coffee, black, please. Need some jet fuel coffee.
The best coffee comes from your local coffee shop, right? Well, maybe. When your business is looking for great tasting coffee, look no further than W.B. Mason's selection of Green Mountain K-Cups. And with our same-day delivery, your coffee snob friends will have what they want, even if they think it's being brewed by a barista. Who but W.B. Mason?
They had a look, an attitude, and a sound like no other. Sure, they were born in Jersey, but they were made in America. Ladies and gentlemen, the Four Seasons. Oh, what a night. Oh, what a night. Jersey Boys, the Broadway musical that started it all. Oh, what a night.
Hey, can we help with that?
Oh, thank you.
Oh, well, in 5 years' time, we could be walking around a zoo with the sun shining down over me and you. And there'll be love in the bodies of the elephants too. And I'll put my hands over your eyes, but you'll peek through and there'll be love.
Introducing the one and only Volkswagen Golf Sport Wagon, the sportier utility vehicle.
MLB.TV Premium, the #1 live streaming sports service, is celebrating 13 years. Watch every out-of-market game live or on demand in true HD on over 400 mobile and connected devices. Real-time highlights, live look-ins, a pitch tracking widget, and more every night on every device. Blackout restrictions apply. Visit MLB.TV for details. Carlos Beltran leads off the bottom of the second, takes outside from Tillman. You know, we showed that league leader list of highest average velocity. And really, that doesn't really mean that much because some of those pitchers on that list are not that great. So that's not the be-all, end-all. It's how you use that pitch, how you locate it, how you mix it in. I was talking to Pedro Martinez the other day. He said one of the greatest pitchers he ever saw was Greg Maddux. Didn't throw hard at all.
It's such great command and such good movement. But you're right. I mean, I'm just looking at the stat here, and believe me, it's not one that I looked up. But highest hard hit, you know, as a pitcher when you release the ball, how many times the ball is hit solid. Evaldi, one of the top throwers in the league velocity-wise, 39.2. I mean 39%. He's in the top 5 of all of baseball. Guys square the ball up, so it depends where you put it. I don't care how hard you throw. Major league hitters will figure out how to catch up to a fastball.
And sometimes your deception of your motion to deliver the ball, if the hitters pick it up. One thing we've seen from Tillman in the early going here, and he's kind of right on point. He's missing a lot with his first pitch, and his first pitch strike rate is not very good. Only 51% of the time does he throw a first pitch strike, and it's like pitching uphill. From the mound you're throwing downhill, but when you fall behind on counts, it's like you're throwing uphill and you're slowing down because the hitters can really look for what they want.
Well, he has the 4th lowest first pitch strike percentage. So he just throws it 51.3% of the time.
That's what he can do, though. And you talk about fastball counts, 2-1, and you see a breaking ball there. So in order to get away with pitching behind you have to be able to throw your breaking ball and changeup in fastball counts.
See, now he's got himself in kind of a fastball count. He didn't get that last curveball over, so even if he throws another curve, it might not be a good one. It'll be one that's kind of just to get over the plate on the 3-2 pitch. That's why they're coming with a fastball.
And Headley dumps a base hit into left field. Snyder gets the ball in quickly, and it's a 1-out single for Chase Headley.
If you're a hitter up there, it's a predictable count. You're looking for fastball. He just missed with a curve. It kind of tells you, even if he throws another one, he's just going to get it over, and it'll be really good to hit.
Chris Tillman's not a guy that you feel like he'll blow the ball by you, and you see Headley stay with that ball, gets in on him a little bit, but fight it off. Base hit to left field. That's good hitting. Not every count, every pitch is something you're looking to drive into the seats. I mean, 3-2, a lot of curveballs in the count. you're waiting to see that ball late. Stay through the zone, don't pop it up. And you know, Chase Headley's at first base.
Here's ball one again, Stephen Drew.
Drew had a rough road trip, 2 for 18, hitting 163. One and one.
We got Mike DeMuro calling balls and strikes tonight. We have Brian Gorman out at second base making the calls there. Two sons of umpires. Tom Gorman was a great umpire in the National League, and Mike DeMuro was his father Lou was an umpire back in the day when they had American League and National League umpires.
I actually thought that was kind of cool because the American League umpires would wear a different uniform than the National League umpire.
And they'd wear a different chest protector. They wore that big balloon one outside, and the National League umpires had it underneath their shirt, which is what they pretty much go with now. I would think that the big balloon one is probably more protection because you put your arms behind it.
Yeah, but you didn't get the low strike calls. They said the American League was the high strike league in those days, and the National League was the low strike league.
Strike three, Drew down looking. Why don't we check out the Orioles defense presented by Geico? In the outfield, Snyder, Jones, and Delman Young. Jones could go get it with anybody in center field. Infield, Machado, Hardy, Pierce, and Davis third to first. Joseph behind the plate and Tillman on the mound. And Machado has gotten such high praise from someone like Brooks Robinson, the all-time great third baseman of the Orioles, who said he does things at third that I couldn't even think about doing. And he's a shortstop by trade.
I mean, here's a kid that's not even 23 years old yet. I mean, how good he can become has a lot to do with his health. He's been injured the past couple years, but 50-some doubles a couple years ago. I mean, this guy, he can do so many things. He's only going to get stronger, hit more home runs, but in the field does unbelievable things.
And 2 years ago, he got the Platinum Glove, which represents the best fielder in the league. You know, Brooks got, 16 Gold Gloves. They didn't give out Platinum in those days.
I like the Platinum Glove.
That's nice. I didn't even know they had one.
In fact, Brooks is, I don't think he owns his house anymore in Baltimore, but he used to have you'd walk down to his club room downstairs, and it was 16 steps. He had a gold glove on each step.
Nice.
That was nice. You had to build a bigger house if you got any more.
My Golden Glove. I mean, before the game, we were down on the field with Jim Cott.
Yeah.
I mean, how many? He was in double figures. I know that.
16, I think.
He had 16 also. Kitty still likes to talk golf, though.
2-2. Gregorius down on strikes, and that'll do it in the second. No runs ahead, no errors, and one man left on base. Let's go to the third inning in the stadium. It's 2-1 Yanks.
What's in a can? Possibilities. The beginning of something promising. Something real. That will refresh your perspective every time. So what's in a can? That's up to you.
Honda developed the first fuel-injected motorcycle, the world's first omnidirectional personal mobility device. We even made rear-view cameras standard on every 2015 Honda vehicle. But I'm here to introduce one of our greatest innovations yet. The Honda Dream Garage sales event, with great deals on almost everything we make right now. So go, you've got a garage to fill.
The Honda Dream Garage sales event. Get a dream deal on an Odyssey with standard rear-view camera. Now, at your Honda dealer.
Oh, Chris, did you remember to pay the dog sitter?
Oh, I knew I forgot something. I'll just do it now.
Well, we're boarding.
No, I'll use City Mobile. It takes 2 seconds. Better safe than sorry, right?
Yeah, who knows if we'll even get service on the islands.
What? No service? Seriously?
You guys might actually have to talk.
To each other?
We do it all the time.
I like it.
Should we? No.
Bank from almost anywhere with the Citi mobile app. To learn more, visit citi.com/easierbanking.
So I'm having birthday brunch with my family.
When my husband hands me a present.
A Galaxy S6.
So I call my mom.
I have Verizon.
I don't. She couldn't really hear me.
I tell her how much she means to me.
But she thinks I said she was always mean to me.
I could hear how happy she was.
Well, she definitely loves my sister more.
Mother's Day is almost here. Now get $200 or more when you trade in your smartphone for a Galaxy S6. But hurry, this offer ends May 10th. Verizon.
Welcome back to Yankees Baseball on Yes. It's time for tonight's injury report brought to you by Montefiore Medical Center. Montefiore inspired medicine. Masahiro Tanaka took a big step forward today after being placed on the DL on April 29th. He picked up a baseball for the first time, 50 throws at 60 feet. And Brian Cashman said that he will continue to keep that rehab program going. He'll throw again tomorrow, have a day off, and they'll reevaluate from there. Also, Ivan Nova in action. He threw 2 innings in extended spring. And Chris Capuano in action right now with AAA Scranton Wilkes-Barre. Brian Cashman saying that he'd get at least one more start at AAA, and then they would evaluate where they want to go from there with Chris Capuano. But encouraging news from Tanaka. He said he felt fine after throwing, so they'll send him back out there tomorrow. Michael, I asked Joe Girardi whether or not he'll be anxious coming in tomorrow, checking with Masahiro Tanaka, seeing if that arm is okay, and he said no, he thinks if he would have had a problem, he would still be feeling it. He would have felt it when he threw today. They feel like it is just going to be a standard rehab program from here on out.
Well, it's just baby steps right now, and you can see not throwing with that much effort, but baby steps need to be taken before you start to run. I'd say of the 3, as Meredith said, the guy who's closest is Capuano.
Well, Capuano is thrown in games. Nova's close to throwing in games. And you know what, Kenny, if I look at that, to put this in perspective, I mean, I could throw.
Fly ball, left field, Gardner back on the track, at the wall, leaps. Tie game, 2-2, a home run for Joseph.
I'll tell you what, the warmer weather, you can see the ball just has that little bit extra carry. Gardner gets back to the wall, gives it a leap, and just goes over the glove. All inside, got it to where he wanted. Again, that's kind of, as a hitter, you just don't quite know. Yes Mo brought to you by your Mercedes-Benz Tri-State dealer.
Tell you what, one of the players that Baltimore's waiting on is Matt Wieters, their all-star catcher. But Caleb Joseph is doing a very good job in his absence. That's his 3rd home run. And he's hitting about 290.
He's got to make them feel good because Wieters going to be a free agent at the end of this year. So at least they know they have Caleb Joseph if he leaves. That's how close it came.
The lady almost made a heck of a catch.
I got to tell you, Paul, you were toggling that ball. I was letting you do the play-by-play. You didn't jump in.
Well, you know what? It was kind of, I was indecisive. I didn't want to go, you know, especially when the Orioles hit a home run, but I step back and let you do your job. It's like your favorite part up here, calling home runs.
No, it's not.
Yeah,
my favorite part is talking with you guys.
Yeah. I was in the middle of a story about Tanaka.
I know, and Joseph brutally interrupted you.
Hit a home run. But, you know, Kenny, you and I could go throw 50 pitches on flat ground right now. But we're a long way from throwing in a major league game. Agreed?
Yeah, my favorite part is at the end of the game when the Yankees have at least one more run than the other team.
Yeah, yeah. That's usually a good thing.
Yeah,
people are happy leaving, everything.
It's funny you left me off the list of somebody who could throw 50 pitches off flat ground.
I was going to ask you next. You jumped in there too quick.
Fouled away.
You know, one of the reasons why Manny Machado might have been put in the leadoff spot by manager Buck Showalter, we haven't seen Manny up there very often, because his plate discipline has really improved. His walk rate is up from 5.6% to 10.8. His swing rate has gone down, so he's been more selective. He isn't chasing as many bad pitches outside of the strike zone. His chase rate has gone from 33% to 19%. And that's the 3rd lowest in the American League behind Carlos Santana and Brett Gardner. You know, hitters are up there are very disciplined. And plus his contact rate has gone up too. So this This is one reason maybe to bat him leadoff. He's becoming more of a selective hitter.
Like that.
I was just going to say, Evaldi, he doesn't get a lot of guys swing at pitches out of the strike zone. And to me, that just shows you as the hitters, you're really picking up the ball. Watch Dellin Betances. How many balls, his curveball, people swing at out of the strike zone? Tanaka, when he's in there, how many people swing at balls in the dirt? You know, it's not really only swing and miss stuff. It's swinging at pitches that end up out of the strike zone because you're not picking up the delivery.
Not only that, they make it give you the appearance of a strike. Yeah.
Paredes takes inside. He hit a home run against the back wall of the Yankee bullpen in the first inning.
The Orioles picked Paredes up last July from Kansas City in exchange for cash. Well, it kind of worked both ways. Maybe Kansas City used some of that money to get the American League championship. But the Orioles got themselves a player who swings the bat pretty well. And he's a switch hitter.
Well, he does not get cheated on his swings.
Yeah, he takes a rip at that fastball. And I tell you what, right now he's batting in the maybe one of the most opportune spots in the American League in front of Adam Jones, who's been one of the hottest hitters. So you're going to get some fastballs to hit.
You know what's interesting about, we showed you the guys that are coming back, and you know that unless there's a huge setback, Nova and Capuano are coming back sometime around June, maybe Capuano sooner than that. Then it becomes performance based. Who's going to be your 5 starters? If you're not performing, you're out of the rotation. And I mean, I'm sure that it would be tough to get a guy like Michael Pineda out of the rotation because he's performing. CeCe's going to have to start winning. But it gives the Yankees some options there. Who's be the guy who steps in? Who's going to be the guy who pitches his way out? As Larry Rothschild will go out and talk with Nathan Evaldi.
Usually competition's a good thing because people get pushed. They can't sit back and just, well, whatever happens, because there's always a replacement.
And it's also a real test of somebody's timber. Sometimes people like to be pushed and then they perform well. If you push some people, they don't perform well.
Test of their timber?
That's right.
Never heard that one.
Timbre.
Oh, okay.
I
was thinking like timber, like a tree was falling down.
Well, you know what? If they don't handle it well, they just fall down.
Larry Rothschild with Evaldi. He's been working with him going back to spring training, trying to develop a splitter as a third pitch. More consistent with his location.
Well, there's no doubt when you look at the radar gun, and he's off to a good start. The Yankees have won some games. He's 2-0. But there's a few things that for him to continue to have success, he's going to have to be able to move that fastball around, and he's going to have to learn something to get the left-handers out a little bit better. Lefties are hitting much better than righties against Evaldi.
That's right at Ellsbury. He makes the catch. Tagging is Machado, but he just draws the throw. 2 outs.
Big out there, and you got an opportunity right here. This is a big opportunity in the game for the Orioles and the Yankees. Yankees get out of this, keep this game tied.
It kind of surprised me when I saw Delman Young batting fourth, because usually he's in there against left-handers. But you saw the batting average over 300. He's hit well against both lefties and righties this year.
Well, somebody had to step up for the Orioles. They did not sign their corner outfielders. They didn't sign Nelson Cruz and Nick Markakis, the guys who really contributed to their success last year. So, next man up. Young's a very good pinch hitter.
Yeah, he's very good. One of the best in the league.
Popped up shallow right, and Beltran makes the play for the final out. 1 run, 1 hit, and 2 men left. The table setters coming up. Ellsbury and Gardner. Let's see what they can do as we go to the bottom of the 3rd.
Tomorrow, it's a Friday night fight as the Bombers and O's slug it out in Game 2 from the stadium. Yankees-Orioles coverage starts tomorrow at 6, only on Yes.
Unboxing something great never gets old. 2 helpings of juicy, thick-cut marinated steak inside of a grilled cheesy quesadilla with a side of chips and salsa. The new Steak Double Dia. Unbox it only at Taco Bell.
Never before has this kind of passion, this kind of innovation, engineering, design, and performance been available for this kind of price. The 2015 CLA from Mercedes-Benz.
When broker Chris Hill stays at La Quinta, he fires up the free Wi-Fi with a network that's now up to 5 times faster than before, so he can rapidly prepare his presentation. And when he perfects his pitch, you know what Chris can do?
And that is my recommendation.
Let's see if he's ready.
He can swim with the sharks.
He's ready.
La Quinta Inns and Suites takes care of you so you can take care of business. Book your next day at LQ.com.
Tonight, on a new center stage with Michael Kay, presented by your Tri-State Land Rover retailers. Renowned actor Alan Alda reminisces on the record-setting finale of MASH.
So many people were watching that when the commercials came on and they went to the bathroom, it ruined the waterworks.
It's a new center stage, tonight after the postgame.
Only on Yes.
Yankees Baseball on Yes is brought to you in part by DraftKings. Did you know New Yorkers have won $59 million playing daily fantasy baseball on DraftKings? Play free today. Enter promo code PINSTRIPES for free entry. Jacoby Ellsbury leads it off, swings at the first pitch and fouls it away. Kenny, have you noticed since Ellsbury has gone off on this 10-game hitting streak, he's jumping on the first pitch almost every time at bat?
Well, it appears as though he's looking for that first thing smoking, that first fastball, because he's confident he can hit it. As we look at our Audi A3 scoreboard, 2-2 ball game. You're right, Michael. It's been quite consistent. He sees that first. That tells you he's seen the ball pretty well. 10 games, hitting an even 500.
I'm amazed sometimes. Some guys will take the first pitch no matter what. And word gets around the league, and you're giving the pitcher first pitch fastball strike down the middle.
I never understood it. I mean, sometimes that first pitch is the best pitch you're going to have the whole count. People don't feel like, you know, they're into the at-bat or they're not timed yet or whatever. But I tell you what, as much batting practice and preparation, if you step in the box, you should see that you know, that good fastball down the middle. You should be ready. Now there are times where, you know, you're working on certain things, or everything's going too quick. You need to slow down. You need to see a pitch once in a while. But as you said, Michael, when they start knowing you're going to take that first pitch, take a lot of good ones.
Now, didn't Wade Boggs, who you were a teammate with, didn't he always take the first? I mean, he was he's a Hall of Famer.
99%. Yeah, it worked for him, and you know, because he was not afraid to hit with 2 strikes.
Right.
You know, a lot of people kind of get in that panic mode when they get with 2 strikes. Wade Boggs was very comfortable hitting with 2 strikes.
Teixeira takes the first pitch quite often, but later in ball games with men on base.
You want that full at bat?
Yeah, he wants to, you know, he might catch you speeding, thinking you're throwing right down the middle. And all of a sudden, Yankees got 3 runs on the board.
Now, pitch-by-pitch data only goes back to 1988. So, Jason Kendall, remember him?
Yeah.
Catcher? He only swung at the first pitch 2.7% of the time. Wade Boggs, 3.6% of the time. And J.J. Hardy of the Orioles, 4.4% of the time.
Wow.
And the 1-2. Along with Paul O'Neill, Ken Singleton, Meredith Morakovitz, I'm Michael Kay. You're watching Yankees baseball right here on Yes, and we certainly thank you for spending part of your Thursday evening with us. It's a 2-2 game, bottom of the third. And the pitch. Ellsbury singled and scored in the first inning.
It's one of those at bats where, you know, you get behind 0-2, all of a sudden you fight back. Now you're 2-2. You've seen basically every pitch that Tillman can throw. So, you know, you're very comfortable now in this at bat.
That comfortable. Base hit in front of Young.
But it's almost getting to the point that you think something's wrong when he doesn't get a hit.
But I'll tell you what, if you look at that pitch, I mean, that ball, that's not a strike. This ball is down low, out of the strike zone. Just goes down and hammers it.
Now, the problem was in the middle of the plate.
Yeah.
That he could get to it.
Everything's behind the ball, short little swing, not trying to do too much. Jacoby Ellsbury is doing his thing right now.
The year you won the batting title, you must have been happy a lot, right?
Better year. Yeah, I mean, when you have good years, you go home happy a lot, believe me. Have you had a career year up here yet?
Well, I'm waiting for it.
Yeah, yours are still. I mean, you win Emmys like they're nothing, right?
Oh, yeah.
Congratulations, Michael.
Thank you.
Oh, I already told you that the other day.
Well, thank you again.
Ellsbury now with 13 multi-hit games. He's tied with one player you would expect and one you wouldn't expect.
Well, Cabrera is one I would expect.
He's not there.
Really?
No, he's not even in the top 10.
Wow.
It's Jose Altuve and Prince Fielder.
Oh yeah, they're both in the hitting leaders.
Yeah, Prince is doing it.
1-1.
The Prince who would be king if he.
Odd double play if they make it, and they do. Wow, 5-6-3. Because of the shift, Hardy took the catch from Machado and then fired the first to double up the speedy Gardner.
Well, I tell you, Hardy does a good job because because of the shift, look how difficult this is. He has to go to the base. Ball's behind him, and they still double up Brett Gardner.
Nice scoop by Chris Davis over there at first base to complete the double play. Yeah, those are two players you usually don't see doubled up.
It's funny because you don't see that very often. That's the same pitch that Alex Rodriguez nearly hit a 3-run homer. A little fastball away. You start him off with the same thing. A lot of times pitchers, you know, they have good memories. When you give up a ball that ended up being a sac fly, but really a 3-run homer, seldom do you see that same pitch.
High fly ball, deep left center. There it goes. See ya! Home run number 661 for Alex Rodriguez. That breaks the tie with Willie Mays, and it breaks the tie with the Orioles as the Yankees lead 3-2. Alex now stands alone in 4th place on baseball's all-time home run list.
I'll tell you what, Kenny, you got another fastball. Same spot, out of the way. This is a pitch that Alex Rodriguez can handle. Boom.
Crowd asking for a curtain call.
Seventh home run of the season. And now the great Willie Mays is in the rearview mirror. Here's another look. Fastball up, out over the plate. Just missed a home run his first time up. Didn't miss it this time. Well over 400 feet.
Well, when you see that center fielder give up on it that early, you know that's a no-doubter.
189 home runs with the Mariners, 156 with the Rangers, and now 316 with the New York Yankees.
And you see that leg kick behind the ball, and you'll watch the extension he gets here. Boom. That's why he gets so much carry. As strong as Alex Rodriguez is, if he gets those arms extended and that weight behind the ball, he can drive it out to any part of the ballpark.
How about this? Number 660 and 661 each gave the Yankees a 3-2 lead.
Teixeira works a walk. Also, that was A-Rod's 1,426th hit as a Yankee. Significant because it ties Paul O'Neill for 22nd place on the franchise hit list.
Yeah, glad I came in for this one, Mike. It was like opening day for me here.
Well, that means he's going to have to mention your name at least again if he gets another hit.
He could go flying by me tonight, right?
So 2 ribbies for A-Rod, 1 home run taken away by Delman Young. No one was taking away that one.
Tell you what, the Yankees have hit the ball hard here in the first 3 innings against Tillman.
So they have Paul and Alex, and in 21st place, the great Bobby Richardson. And then Frank Crissetti in 20th place. Ground ball. And grabbed there by Hardy to make the play, and that will do it. But Alex Rodriguez breaks the tie in the game, and with Willie Mays. Home run number 6-6-1. Yankees up 3-2.
Hi.
Hi, we're here to look at a Camry.
Oh, we just came from a birthday party. Oh, let me get you a new one.
Those Camrys are so reliable.
Yeah. And you gotta love that bold new styling. Here you go. Whoa.
Wow.
Those balloon towers don't make themselves.
And right now, you can get 0% APR financing for a full 60 months on a new 2015 Camry. Or lease a new Camry for just $179 a month.
Thanks, Jan.
Thanks, Jane. Now you both have Camrys. Yeah.
Toyota, let's go places.
At DirecTV, we believe giving a smile to a sick child is the least we can do. We believe logging tens of thousands of hours building homes and playgrounds defines our true spirit. That providing job opportunities for disabled Americans is the best way to celebrate diversity. And that being named one of the top 50 most community-minded companies in the U.S. means we're doing something right. Because we believe there's no place for ordinary when you entertain the extraordinary. Don't just watch TV. DirecTV.
What? What?
Yay.
Now is the time to spring into Lexus at Lexus of Englewood. Come in now for lease payments starting at $299 a month on a new 2015 CT200H Hybrid. The all-new 2015 Lexus NX is in stock and available now, just $369 a month. And come in to test drive the hot new Lexus RC. Rush to the Northeast's #1 sales volume leader 2 years in a row. Lexus of Englewood.
Fans, it's time for the Orioles Team Scouting Report, brought to you by Mohegan Sun. Full of action, full of possibilities, full of life. And there it is. Quirk of the schedule. The Orioles will not play a game out of the Eastern time zone until June the 1st when they go to Houston. Now, it's quirk of the schedule for the Yankees as well. They won't do it until May the 15th, coming up pretty soon when they go to Kansas City. Slow starters. The Orioles have lost 7 of the 9 first games of a series so far this year. And the 7th inning stretch, that's a key inning for the Baltimore Orioles. If they are ahead in the 7th, they are 12-0. If they are trailing in the 7th, they are 0-10.
So we should probably only play 7 tonight, right? If they're losing, game over.
Davis swings and misses, 1-2. Lincoln scoreboard has the Yankees up 3-2. You know, with AROD's home run, it really does crystallize that time and winning heals all wounds. At this time last year, would anybody think that Alex Rodriguez would have gotten a standing ovation at Yankee Stadium? And yet he did. He got a curtain call for his 661st home run. So you try to predict these things. You try to figure out what fans will think over the long term. If you're winning and you're hitting, people will accept you. And they'll forgive. Here's the 2-2. Davis down on strikes.
You know what's interesting about it, Michael? He hit 660 in Boston, and we were there. And when he came up, it was a pinch hitting appearance. It was his only appearance of the night, and that crowd in Boston was loud. They were booing. And even Alex admitted that's some of the heaviest booing he's ever got. But they got real quiet after he hit that home run.
And had the opposite effect here. Steve Pearce takes outside.
So I bet you Alex will say he's glad he hit it at Yankee Stadium. Good breaking ball from Eovaldi. That's one thing he has to do. He's behind on the count. Drops a breaking ball in for a strike. Big league hitters usually aren't going to swing at that because they're looking for a fastball.
Another point, you know, you remember before Alex hit his 500th, every once in a while those home runs that you try to hit, need to hit, you know, those monumental ones, they can get in your head, and you know it can take much longer than it should. I mean, he got these out of the way quick. Just move on. A lot of home runs, any way you look at it.
Oh my goodness.
Pitch to Hardy is upstairs.
You know, one thing the Orioles have missed with Hardy being out of the lineup, he's a two-way player. He's won the last 3 Gold Gloves at shortstop in the American League. And 5 times in his career he's hit 20 or more home runs as a shortstop. That's pretty good power production. So that's what they've been missing, and now they've got him back. He was injured in spring training when he and second baseman Jonathan Schoop collided on a ground ball. They were both going for it behind the bag at second. And Schoop is a pretty big guy. And Hardy's left shoulder came out second best.
Schoop on the DL now.
Yeah,
these guys have gone through some injuries.
Yep.
They didn't exactly give Hardy a lot of rehab time. He was on the DL for a while.
Yeah, but 12 at bats.
12 at bats.
And he's back.
A lot of times veteran players, and you know, Buck Showalter will say, you know what, there's a comfort level to have you back in the lineup. You tell us when you're ready. Believe me, players always think they're ready.
Headley gets Hardy, and a 1-2-3 inning for Eovaldi. We played 3.5 here at the stadium. Yankees 3, Orioles 2.
So I'm working from home.
I get on a video conference
With my boss and my boss's boss.
but I forgot to attach the presentation.
It sends in a flash. Good thing I have BIOS.
I don't, and it was taking forever.
We don't miss a beat.
I'm yelling at the kids to get off the Wi-Fi. Get off the movies, get off the video games.
I think I got a promotion.
I think I need a new job. Are you guys hiring?
Why settle when you can have fiber optics? Fios, the fastest, most reliable internet.
Here's a revolutionary idea. Get away to Connecticut, the one state where you can find your zen. So close to your zip. And both so close to you. Get more ideas at ctvisit.com. Here's a revolutionary idea. Get away to Connecticut, the one state where you can get back to nature. And still be close to civilization. All so close to you. Get more ideas at ctvisit.com.
We've been thinking. There's a sound the ball makes when it catches nothing but net. Everyone loves that sound, that precision. At GMC, we get that. Nothing separates the men from the boys. Like nothing but net. This is precision. This is GMC. Sign and drive during the GMC Spring Sales Event. Current lessees switch to GMC and lease this Acadia for around $285 per month with no first month's payment. Swish.
The first hybrid in America, a Honda. The first to meet the Clean Air Act standards, a Honda. And now we're the first to do something else, the Honda Dream Garage Sales Event! Right now you can get an amazing deal on a Honda Accord, named a 2015 IIHS Top Safety Pick.
The Honda Dream Garage Sales Event. Get a dream deal on an Accord with standard rearview camera. Now, at your Honda dealer.
Yankees Baseball on Yes is brought to you in part by Pepsi. For your chance to win an exclusive Yankees experience, go to Yankees.com/YankeesThrill. And by Toyota, the official hybrid of the New York Yankees. Carlos Beltran leads off against Tillman. And there's a strike. Tyler Kepner of the Times just tweeted this out. Interesting tie-in. Chris Tillman is the pitcher that allowed the hit that moved Derek Jeter past Lou Gehrig for #1 on the Yankees all-time list. And now he allows AROD 661st to break the tie with Mays.
You're very active on Twitter.
No, people
you go at it hard.
I'm just reading. Get a lot
Sending
of
them out,
information
too.
there.
What, on your phone or in your head? What are you talking
Both.
about? Both? A lot of things going on?
Too many. A lot of voices. 2-1. Sky to center. Going back is Jones, and he makes the play on the back pedal for the first out.
The difference there of AROD and Beltran, that ball got in on him a little bit. Just didn't hit the barrel. I tell you, to go to dead center field in Yankee Stadium, you've got to get pretty much all of it. You watch to see this bat just right off the end a little bit, actually. Didn't have that good sound.
Pitch to Headley's upstairs. 1-0. Chase singled to left in the second inning. Switch hitter, bats left-handed against the righty Tillman.
First pitch strikes only 9 of the 16 Yankee hitters from Tillman.
Now, Tillman was a member of the Mariners and came to the Orioles in what can be considered one of the top 100 deals maybe in baseball history. The Orioles sent a pitcher on the decline, Eric Bedard, to Seattle, guy they couldn't sign anyway. They got Adam Jones, George Sherrill, who was a good lefty out of their bullpen for a while. There's a ground ball left side. And a nice scoop there by Davis to get Headley. And that scored a 5-3. Cam Micaleo and a left-handed Tony Butler. So all of those players just for Eric Bedard.
Tell you what, this is a good play, and you know, the more I see some of these shifts, I think it shows you how much more athletic some of the players are. I mean, Hardy makes a great play. I mean, that's not an easy play. Oh, I'm sorry, Manny Machado. I mean, it just shows you how athletic he is to be able to make that play going away from first base.
You got to remember, Machado was a shortstop in the minor leagues, and there are still some people think that that's his best position. He's really good at third base. So he's a third baseman with the range of a shortstop.
And the youth of a college student.
And he's only 22. Oh, to be 22 again, huh? And know what you know now?
Yeah.
Remember Odabe McDowell?
Yeah. I played against him in the minor league. Odabe.
That's a great name.
And the Orioles kind of move over with the 3-1 count on Stephen Drew, thinking he's going to pull this pitch. No need to. Fans, later tonight on Yes, don't miss a new episode of Center Stage with Michael Kay, presented by your Tri-State Land Rover retailers, as renowned actor Alan Alda discusses his role in two of the biggest TV shows of all time, MASH and The West Wing. Catch the premiere tonight after the post game, only on Yes. And Michael, I bet you that was a heck of an interview.
He was great.
Yeah, huh?
I mean, the guy's a legend, so it was so cool that we could get him, and very engaging for an hour. I would recommend after the post game, hang around to see that.
Have you ever not recommended one of your shows, though?
Yes.
You have? Just checking.
I probably keep my mouth shut. I don't say don't watch it, but
between innings, you'll let me know?
I would let you know.
All right, folks. See, I got some private stuff coming in between innings.
I think there's been about close to 200 Center Stage shows, and there's probably one that I would say don't watch.
Really?
Yeah. Whoa. But it was a long time ago.
You know what? There's probably people out there who've DVR'd all 200 episodes.
Well, then they've got a jammed up DVR.
I think only got so much room, you know.
Now, you've had some great guests over the years, including Alan Alda.
How about that? Right off the end of the bat, inside third, a base hit for Gregorius as Drew moves to second.
How about that, Paul? A little slash and dash.
Nothing like it. I mean, you put the ball in play every once in a while and find a hole. Have a hanging curveball, he just slaps it the other way. Every once in a while, that shift will come to bite you. Nobody home. I think hitters are going to become better at hitting against these shifts. You know, it's been so prevalent the last couple years that the teams really shift, and you know, you've seen some guys even try to bunt in situations late in the game just to get things going.
One thing you've noticed from Ellsbury, many of these hits he's getting are all on fastballs. Well, most of them are in fastballs. And he's not missing them. He took a curveball there for a strike.
Diving stop by Pierce, and he goes to first. Not too bad for a guy who hasn't played second base before the last couple of weeks. Takes a base hit away from Ellsbury. Yankees no runs a hit, no errors, and 2 men left on base. We go to the 5th. Yankees lead this one 3-2 right here on Yes.
This Saturday, the biggest night in boxing is on HBO. As boxing's next superstar, Canelo Alvarez, takes on the all-action warrior James Kirkland live. But first, don't miss the rebroadcast of one of the most anticipated fights in boxing, Floyd Mayweather versus Manny Pacquiao. HBO World Championship Boxing, Canelo versus Kirkland live. Plus, don't miss the rebroadcast of Mayweather versus Pacquiao, Saturday, May 9th at 9 p.m. Eastern and Pacific on HBO.
These are no longer cars. They no longer roar, or screech, or skid, or speed. If a lion doesn't hunt, is it still a lion? Don't protect your car so it can look nice. Protect it so it can look mean. Don't fear the wear and tear. Be it. Just be ready for it. Turtle Wax Ice with Smart Shield technology. Protect the body, free the soul.
People are switching to T-Mobile. Even Verizon customers are jumping to America's fastest 4G LTE network. From the Bay Area to the Big Apple. Ready, set, switch to the data-strong network.
I oftentimes find myself thinking back to that day and what would have happened if. I had a ruptured blood vessel in my brain, and the doctors at Montefiore used an innovative technique called endovascular coiling to correct it without surgery. I remember telling them, I have 2 little kids at home, so don't let anything happen to me. People ask me why I went all the way from Greenwich to a hospital in the Bronx. I tell them to save my life. Montefiore gave me back the life I love to live.
Everyone, Bob Lorenz with your Audi update on the pregame. Meredith Morakovitz told us that Chris Capuano is making a rehab start for Scranton Wilkes-Barre, and that is already in the books. He pitched 4 2/3 innings tonight, allowed 1 run on 4 hits. He struck out 72 pitches for Capuano tonight, so he is on the way back, and we know Meredith will keep us on top of what's happening with him, guys.
Well, thank you, Bob. Here at the stadium, top of the 5th inning, it's the Yankees 3 and the Orioles 2 on the Bigelow T scoreboard. And Travis Snyder leads off against Nathan Eovaldi. 1-0.
Orioles picked up Travis Snyder in essence to replace Nick Markakis, who's now with the Atlanta Braves after signing with Atlanta as a free agent over the winter. Markakis, a longtime Oriole. I believe he's hitting over 300 down there with Atlanta.
They never quite got that signing by the Braves, Kenny. I mean, they traded away all their salary. They look like they're building toward when they're opening their new ballpark. Why sign Markakis? Why give him the money?
Well, Markakis is he was born in New York, but he grew up in Atlanta.
Right.
I think his parents still live in Atlanta. Yeah, there's a little bit of a connection there. And they needed a right fielder. I mean, they traded away Justin Upton. Eventually, his brother, Melvin.
Traded Kimbrel.
Somebody's got to play the outfield, right?
Could be a guy making $500 grand a year rather than $11 million.
Yeah, that's true.
You don't find it, Michael.
I guess not. I know the Orioles wanted him back, but not for a 4-year deal.
I'll tell you what, if you can keep one guy or the other, Nelson Cruz, Markakis, I like Nick Markakis as a player, but Nelson Cruz can do some things at the plate.
How about 14 home runs leading the league?
So far.
Yeah.
And he's not finished.
They traded Hayward. I mean, they really emptied the roster of all the stars and all the big money.
Yeah, Hayward's the one that opened up right field.
A hanging breaking ball there. That's a pitch to a lefty, but you can get in a lot of trouble. The ball that we talked about has a little problem with lefties so far this year, and you watch this ball just kind of hangs out over the middle of the plate. Ball can go a long way. He was just ahead of it. off speed again, but try to turn over a changeup. Trying to figure out how he can get swing and misses to lefties. It's going to have to be that split finger kind of changeup pitch right there going away.
Hammered down the right field line. It's a base hit, and it goes into the corner. Playing it out there is Beltran. Gets the ball in, but it's a double for Snyder. And we're heading back to the studio. Another update from Bob Lorenz.
Hey, fellas, Yasmani Grandal of the Dodgers had himself a day. He actually had himself a week in one day. Took Rob Wooten of the Milwaukee Brewers deep twice, both 3-run shots. Grandal, 8 runs batted into the game, the most for any player in a game this season. And since May 1st, he's upped his average from 179 to 301.
Not too bad. Now you can kind of take a breath for the next couple of days.
Again, you go away from your off speed and this fastball, even in off the plate, but it gets hit hard. And both these guys tonight, Tillman and Eovaldi, a lot of balls hitting the barrel of the bat. Kenny, you mentioned Wieters. When's he supposed to come back?
I think he's starting to catch in extended spring training now. I think I read something the other day where he caught 6 innings. And of course he's got to be able to catch back-to-back games, and I don't know if he's ready to do that yet. I mean, he's coming back from Tommy John surgery.
Fly ball into right center field. That's going to split the outfielders and go to the scoreboard. That's going to tie the game. Snyder scores. Caleb Joseph with an RBI double. It's a 3-3 game. So Joseph with a home run and now a double.
He pulled the home run on an inside fastball. He took this ball away to right center. Ball ended up hitting the grass right before the warning track, which was a break for Joseph because it didn't bounce over. It's kind of a hanging slider.
Hey, whether he keeps hitting like this, they're going to let Wieters take his time coming back.
A lot of times as a hitter, you'll hit that warning track and it'll bounce into the stands. Base runner sent back to third. It stayed in the ballpark.
Now, one of the things that Eovaldi has working against him, because he gives up so many hits. Today just 4, but he ends up throwing a lot of pitches. So he doesn't go as deep into games as you would think somebody with his stuff would go.
You know, it looks apparent that he's trying to mix in all of his pitches, and you know, he's shown a couple good breaking balls. He's shown a couple good sharp sliders and obviously a good fastball. I think that, you know, he's going to have to learn how much or how many he needs to throw, because if you overdo it with the curveball, if that's your third best pitch, or you overdo it with that changeup and you're not comfortable, then you're going to get hit hard on that fastball, and fastball counts.
And a bunt. McCann fields, and they get Machado. Moving to third is Joseph.
Well, Manny's going to get credit with the sacrifice here, as he'll move Joseph over to third base. I'm not so sure he got the sign to do that. I think he did it on his own.
I think he was trying to actually bunt towards third base for a base hit, and you know what is the worst thing that could happen, and it happened. He got him to third base. Easy opportunity for an RBI.
Here's Jimmy Paredes with a long home run, solo shot in the first, and a walk in the third. Yankees bring the infield in with the go-ahead run at third. Nice block there by McCann. Paredes was a Yankee farmhand, and they traded him. They said that he went around on that, so strike one. They traded Paredes in the deal that brought them Lance Berkman. And Paredes, who was playing an A-ball for the Yankees at the time, spent the night crying when he found out. He just loved being a Yankee, loved being in their system, but he's done so far very well with the Orioles this year.
cried when I was traded. Came in. She told me I was traded. She was in tears.
Now she loves it. Now she's a
basically
New Yorker.
said, "So you're not happy about this trade?"
She really just burst into tears, huh?
Oh, yeah.
My mom cried when I got traded.
Is that right?
First time. Yeah. My dad was a little more practical. He said,
99. How do you like that?
My dad said, "Hey, this is good. You'll get to play all the time."
And it was your dad that was practical too with that
That'd be
trade.
the best thing that ever happened to you. You know, you always Kenny the same thing. You know, but dads are supposed to tell you those things.
Yeah,
right?
they are. Keep your chin up.
Both of them were right. Well, you guys were both traded from hometown teams.
Yeah, that was the thing. My mom said it wasn't like now you can watch any game anywhere. My mom said we'll never get to see him play anymore.
The 1-2. He's trying to throw it through McCann right now.
So McCann wanted that ball up out of the strike zone.
See if he could get him on a check swing. Saw Mariano do that. How many times? Check, please. Time to go.
That time he went with the breaking ball.
A lot of times pitchers, you know, you just want to get an out. It is different situation here. Man on third base. Obviously you want that strikeout. Try to keep that ball in the infield playing in. Usually the way to do that is, you know, that ball down and in. Slider on the back foot of a lefty. Didn't go for it.
Now they've gotten to 3-2. They want to talk this over. They were 3-2 on Snyder, and Evaldi missed the target, got the ball in. It was supposed to be away, and Snyder led the inning off with a double, and that started the wheels turning in this inning. So it's one thing to throw a fastball, but it's also where you throw it.
Missed outside with the breaking ball, so Paredes walks for the second time tonight. You don't want to walk somebody in front of Adam Jones too often. Last time it worked out. Now Jones comes up with runners on first and third. The American League's leading hitter for average. This guy is the leader of the team, and when Buck Showalter became the manager, he watched Jones play for a couple of months and then called him into his office and played a tape of Jones jogging to first base on ground balls. He said, "Is this what you want to be?" He said, "Because you can be better." He said, "You can still make a nice living like this, but you can be a leader if you hustle every single time." And Jones really took note, and if you watch Jones play, he runs hard to first base every single time. Now, whatever Showalter said sunk in.
Kenny, you mentioned it early. I mean, if you put everything score-wise, defensive, offensive, everything, speed, arm, outfield ability, I mean, this guy probably one of the top 10 players in the American League.
It's not very many players are blessed with all the tools. So Alex Rodriguez passed Willie Mays tonight on the all-time. Willie Mays had all the tools. Not to say that Adam Jones is Willie Mays, but he's got power. He can run. But what Adam Jones has, Willie Mays had 10 times over. And Jones is a heck of a player.
Adam Jones was so patient in this at bat. Ball one, ball two, and now he's struck. You know, he swung at 2 pitches out of the zone. Put himself in a position where Eovaldi could get a good strikeout here.
Esmeril Rogers up for the Yanks. And he pitched last night. 91 pitches for Eovaldi. Picked him off. What a big pickoff by the Yankee righty, nailing Paredes at first.
Buck Showalter, these are the things, I mean, he's so much into detail. These are the things that will drive him absolutely crazy. Perfect throw. Good job by Teixeira. Good tag. Obviously out.
Wasn't even close. Caught in no man's land. That's a bad feeling.
Yeah, you're leaning towards second base. You just can't get those feet going quick enough back.
2-2. Grounded to short. And that'll do it. So Eovaldi works out of further trouble. But the Orioles tie the score, 1 run, 2 hits, 1 left. We're halfway through. It's 3-3.
Tomorrow, it's a Friday night fight as the Bombers and O's slug it out in Game 2 from the stadium. Yankees-Orioles coverage starts tomorrow at 6, only on Yes.
Brett Gardner's on fire.
Fans, enjoy Memorial Day weekend at Yankee Stadium on Saturday, May 23rd, when the Yankees play the Rangers. The first 18,000 guests, 14 and younger, will receive a Yankees drawstring backpack, courtesy of Kumon. The 2015 New York Yankees make the connection.
They had a look, an attitude, and a sound like no other. Sure, they were born in Jersey, but they were made in America. Ladies and gentlemen, the Four Seasons. Oh, what a night. Oh, what a night. Jersey Boys, the Broadway musical that started it all. Oh, what a night.
You could win an Out of the Blue party with rock stars, like Fallout Boy. Follow us on Twitter and hashtag Out of the Blue with a picture of Pepsi.
New York, now there are 2 channels where you can watch our show, Fox Sports Live.
Yeah, flip over to Fox Sports 1, or you stay right here for a simulcast nightly on Yes Network.
Or get 2 televisions and watch both televisions.
Fox Sports Live nightly on Fox Sports 1 and Yes!
Yes.
AROD's on deck in the 3rd inning. Made a little history. Crushed one to the left of dead center. When it lands, it broke a 2-2 tie and broke a tie with Willie Mays. The Yankees put it up on the scoreboard, congratulating AROD, and then the crowd congratulated him with a curtain call. Nice moment earlier in the night. So he'll bat second as Gardner takes the first pitch from Tillman. 1-0. Bigelow T scoreboard, 3-7-0 for the Yanks, 3-4-0 for the O's. Count 1-1.
I'll tell you what, you look at the scoreboard, 3-3, bottom of the 5th. Seems like there's been a lot more offense. Getting on balls that hit hard, home runs. Both pitchers in jams. Neither are broke, though.
So Eovaldi's had a couple of 1, 2, 3 innings. Tillman has not had one yet.
Ripped to right field. It is a fair ball. Bounces into the corner. Delman Young fields. Comes up firing, but not in time to get Gardner a leadoff double here in the 5th. Gardner's 2 for 3.
You said it, Kenny. He's not going 1, 2, 3, and there you go, another double. Brett Gardner hammers one down in the right field corner.
Yeah, Gardner had a good road trip, 6 for 20 with a home run and a couple of doubles. This one kind of hung right there for you, Paul.
Those little sliders that don't quite make it in off the plate, just inside the line.
That had corner written all over it, didn't it?
Nice. With his speed, too, you know you're just going to cruise into second.
Any little miscue out there, he's on third.
Kenny, you and I are digging head first into second, right?
Here's AROD, sac fly in the first inning, robbed of a home run by Delman Young, then a home run in the third. So 2 ribbies.
I was anxious to see if they were going to change things a little bit. They pitched AROD away all night, and he's hit. All of a sudden, you see those numbers: 4 homers, with 6 hits. But first ball he's seen inside tonight, strike 1.
Caught the outside corner, 1 and 2.
And now they're moving the ball around. It's not in one area.
And AROD tips it into the glove of Joseph for the strikeout.
It was all set up by a couple pitches inside. Alex Rodriguez gets a pretty good pitch to hit, but 2 strikes. Gonna cover that whole plate, got it on the outside part.
Mark Teixeira. That one is hammered to right field. It is a base hit, and it'll go to the wall. Gardner scores. Teixeira's going for 2. He'll make it. It's an RBI double, and the Yankees lead 4-3.
I'll tell you what, Delwyn Young's going to be icing his arm tonight. He's thrown about 8 balls from the wall. I'll tell you, if this ball's on the money, he's got a chance here, too.
Well, he got Teixeira back in the first inning, and Teixeira said, not this time. He's going to make this one for a 2-base hit. Target is in, the pitch is in, but it's right there again, almost in the same area that Gardner hit his pitch, except this was a fastball. And Teixeira, well, he's going for the extra base hits this year. It's going to produce a run. He's also going to produce some talk on the phone to the Baltimore bullpen.
You know, usually hitters have a hole in their swing just right here under their hands. That's where that pitch was supposed to be to Teixeira. It was down. It was inside, but it was down. Just an easier pitch to hit for a lefty.
Ground ball to Pierce for the second out as Teixeira moves to third.
You just look here, this ball's supposed to be right there, and you'll see it's going to end up down there. And it just gives you a better opportunity to drop that barrel right on the baseball. Natural swing for a lefty. 16 of his 21 hits have been for extra bases.
Kevin Gausman up for the Orioles, hard-throwing right-hander. Here's Beltran 0 for 2.
Teixeira's barely said hello to Tony Pena this year.
He just keeps he's waved at him a few times, right?
He just keeps on going.
Kenny, you ever had a year like, I mean, you talked about AROD, you know, those monumental home runs sometimes that can get in your head, how lucky you are to get through them. All of a sudden you look up and, you know, you're into May and you're Carlos Beltran, you haven't hit a home run yet. And you start pressing. Don't think you don't go home and know that there's still a 0 in that column.
High fly ball. Center field, drifting back Jones. He's got plenty of room out there, and he'll put it away for the final out. But the Yankees retake the lead. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors, and 1 man left. 5 in the books, 4-3 Yanks.
east or west, get a Hyundai from the best. Pick one fast, don't go past. Root for Paramus. 4 is always last. Root for Paramus.
If it's luxury you're after, Route 4 has it.
4 is always last.
Like the all-new 2015 Hyundai Genesis sedan, now for only $294 a month with no money down.
4 is always last.
And the Equus Signature is just $484 a month with a no money down option plus guaranteed credit for all.
Hyundai sell for less. Root for Paramus.
Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Donate online at carsforkids.com. That's cars with a K. Pickup is quick and easy. You'll get a vacation voucher and maximum tax deduction.
1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Now is the time to spring into Lexus at Lexus of Englewood. Come in now for lease payments starting at $299 a month on a new 2015 CT200H Hybrid. The all-new 2015 Lexus NX is in stock and available now, just $369 a month. And come in to test drive the hot new Lexus RC. Rush to the Northeast's #1 sales volume leader 2 years in a row. Lexus of Englewood.
Well, you don't want to miss this special night at Yankee Stadium on Sunday, May 24th when the Yankees take on the Rangers. Prior to the game, the Yankees will celebrate the career of 4-time world champion Bernie Williams with a special ceremony where the Yankees will retire his number 51 and dedicate a plaque in historic Monument Park. Delman Young lines one into the corner. Nice play there by Beltran, holding Young to a single. For tickets for the number retirement and the game, visit Yankees.com or call Ticketmaster at 877-469-9849 today.
I'll tell you, that right field corner is getting a workout tonight.
It's amazing, you know, looking back as a right fielder, you can go 4 or 5 games and not even get a ball. You know, maybe a pop fly here. Then you have a game like this where just everything is rattling around down in the corner.
Well, you feel like you're better off just standing in the corner. It's going to come to you.
Looking around to see if any of their outfielders have track shoes on.
Chris Davis, big healthy cut. He struck out twice against Eovaldi. Justin Wilson up for the Yanks.
Ooh. 14 swings and misses from Eovaldi tonight.
.583 strikeouts since 2012, and
Adam Dunn's not even playing anymore.
His list isn't going up anymore.
Strike 3, so add another one to that list. He's 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts.
Eovaldi has 3 strikeouts in the game, and they've all been Chris Davis. This time caught looking. Last season, Davis was caught looking more than any player in the league, 56 times.
Now that would seem to mean that he's guessing up there if you're looking at called third strikes.
Yeah, I would think so too. But you get 2 strikes, you could be looking for anything. I was talking about the balls hitting to the corner. Years ago, we played the Chicago White Sox in first game of a doubleheader. I'm playing right field. John Lowenstein's playing left field. There was nothing hit to me the whole game, and the White Sox won 18-5. There must have been 7 doubles hitting to the left field corner. Lowenstein had to run down. And his quote after the game was, the last time he spent so much time in the corner was at his high school senior prom.
Fly ball left field, and that's going to dunk in for a base hit.
That John was a funny guy.
Well, they probably got together before the game, Kenny. So, well, where will we hit it? To right or to the left? And they all voted, well, let it be Lowenstein. For you younger viewers, you have no idea what that means.
That's pretty good, though.
I'm an older viewer, and I don't know what you're talking about, right?
It's the old Lowenbrow song.
Ah, there you go.
Oh, man.
Here's J.J. Hardy. I'm going to get you the Cliff Notes.
Surprised you know about Cliff Notes. I know you read every book you were supposed to read, right?
I did, but a lot of people use Cliff Notes.
Yeah. Yeah, my son's very good at it.
Really?
Yeah.
But he's smart.
He believes in them. No, I'm talking about the middle one. He believes in Cliff Notes. No, he's really smart. He knows how to get out of work and still do well.
Because the doctor is not a Cliff Note guy.
You know what? No. Michael, we just went back to Manny Machado, 22 years old. 22 years old, you were just getting ready to make that walk at Fordham, weren't you?
I graduated 21.
Oh, 21.
Yeah.
Nice.
I skipped a grade once.
Really?
Yeah.
Intentionally, or you just showed up to the wrong class?
Just showed up, 9th grade. I was supposed to be 8th. Popped up behind the plate. McCann gives it a look.
Ooh.
Now, if that was hit to Odell Beckham Jr., he would have made the catch.
I'll tell you, some of the catches he made this year, amazing.
One-handed.
Yeah.
He can play. Grounded to Headley. Let's see if they turn two. There's one. Not in time. Pierce went in hard at second base. Clean. And Drew couldn't get as much on the throw.
Well, I'll tell you what, Drew stayed in there a long time on that, too. You hear those footsteps. See Joe Girardi going to make the trip out to the mound. You see, a lot of times that second baseman will leave their feet. He stayed in there. Just couldn't get enough on the throw.
Well, Travis Snyder's due up, so Joe Girardi, with runners on first and third and a one-run lead, makes the Verizon call to the bullpen. He's going to call on Justin Wilson. The lefty jogs in. We'll duck out for just a moment.
Heineken Light, the best light beer you've ever tasted, or I'll give you your money back. Not me. I won't. Someone will give you your money. Someone at Heineken, I'm guessing. Is it?
Luxurious baby soft bonded leather everywhere you sit.
Pure comfort with 4 built-in recliners.
My Apollo dual reclining sofa and dual reclining love seat. Both pieces only $9.99.
In your choice of brown or black.
Also available in power.
Recline to your perfect position with the touch of a button. Both pieces only $11.99.
No phony sales and no phony gimmicks.
Just untouchable value every day at My Bob's Discount Furniture.
I oftentimes find myself thinking back to that day and what would have happened if. I had a ruptured blood vessel in my brain, and the doctors at Montefiore used an innovative technique called endovascular coiling to correct it without surgery. I remember telling them, I have 2 little kids at home, so don't let anything happen to me. People ask me why I went all the way from Greenwich to a hospital in the Bronx. I tell them to save my life. Montefiore gave me back the life I love to live.
Heineken Light, the best light beer you've ever tasted, or I'll give you your money back. Not me. I won't. Someone will give you your money. Someone at Heineken, I'm guessing. Is it?
Tonight, on a new center stage with Michael Kay, presented by your Tri-State Land Rover retailers. Renowned actor Alan Alda reminisces on the record-setting finale of MASH.
So many people were watching that when the commercials came on and they went to the bathroom, it ruined the waterworks.
It's a new center stage tonight after the postgame.
Only on Yes.
And those were the thrills of the Yankees, presented by Pepsi. Upload your Yankees pride using hashtag YankeesThrill for your chance to win an exclusive Yankee experience. Go to Yankees.com/YankeesThrill for more information. Justin Wilson on to face Travis Snyder. And the first pitch is inside 1-0. So Evaldi goes 5 2/3. The runners on first and third are his responsibility. Yankees lead 4-3.
102 pitches in 5 2/3 innings.
There's a strike. Fourteenth appearance for Wilson. Shattered bat to Headley across the diamond, and they just get the speedy Snyder for the final out of the inning. So Wilson does the job. No runs, 2 hits, and 2 men left on base. Why don't we go to the bottom of the 6th?
Did you know that DirecTV has 4K, the best picture format available? It's like a theater quality experience in your home. But don't just take my word for it. Take it straight from my horse's mouth.
Actually, I wasn't listening, Hannah. I was concentrating on my walking because I got 4 legs, so it's like front left, front right, back left, back right. It's more complicated than you have to do, probably.
Get rid of cable and upgrade to DirecTV. Call 1-800-DirecTV.
The Fantasy Sports Hall of Fame presents former accountant Derek Bradley. DraftKings One Day Fantasy Baseball took him from a guy with holes in his underpants to a guy with bikini models in them.
How do they do it?
DraftKings.com. They have one-day games, so you're not locked in. It's like a new season every time you play. And best of all, you could win a shipload of money.
Play with DraftKings, the official daily fantasy partner of MLB. Play with promo code HIT and get free entry in our daily contest. Get to DraftKings.com.
The following promotion is only available at participating New York Metro Tri-State Area McDonald's.
It's back.
McDonald's.
Yes. Okay, you had the big flavor on a startup salary. Here's your so good I have to post a photo of it. Finally, I have unique taste. Just look at my wardrobe.
Booyah.
I got it, right? Nailed it. I make a lunch run like no other.
McDonald's sirloin 3rd-pound burgers always make the cut. Right now, get your favorite starting at only $4.99.
Oh, hello, French fries.
Tomorrow, it's a Friday night fight.
That is hammered to right field. Oh, did he crush that? Home run for Teixeira. A long home run for Chris Davis.
As the Bombers and O's slug it out in Game 2 from the stadium. Yankees, Orioles. Coverage starts tomorrow at 6, only on Yes.
Yankees Baseball on Yes is brought to you in part by People's United Bank N.A., where our know-how starts with knowing you. By your Tri-Honda dealers, hurry to your local Tri-Honda dealer for great deals on the 2015 models. And by McDonald's. I'm loving it.
Nice. This giveaway from 10 years ago, guy kept it well, you know?
Really looks really, really good for an old shirt. Headley leads off and takes a breaking pitch for a strike on the outside corner. Wow. The O'Neill seat, he's covered both places you played. Nice.
Is that coincidence? Did that really happen?
We didn't set it up.
Yeah, well.
You had nothing to do with it.
No, we don't have the budget for that.
Move your arm. Get over it. Get out of there.
Now, did you wear 21 with the Reds, too?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay.
You know, you were just showing me. Where was it, Michael? See, you're not keeping your notes straight, or I'd find it. But there it is, right here. A-Rod tied me for 22nd on the hit list.
Right.
I should have stayed around for a little bit longer because Bobby Richardson was only up like 5 or 6 hits. I could have been number 21 and won 21.
I told
That's pretty cool, right?
A million times you retired too early.
Yeah, but you can say a lot of things. Doesn't mean it's right.
You almost came back. You've told me. Joe Torre gave you that call. You started working out.
Yeah, I threw a couple.
Here's Stephen Drew.
What made you decide not to?
What's that?
What made you decide not to come back?
Well, I mean, I came into the year knowing it was over. I mean, this
no,
was
no.
it.
When Joe asked you.
called.
Oh, they Rivera got hurt, and they couldn't wait, and they went out and signed Raul Mondesi.
Okay.
And put him in right field.
That was Juan Rivera got hurt. Right?
Yeah.
The 2-0. Boy, that right field corner's getting a workout.
Place is all dented up. I tell you what, Young's still heaving them in there, though, all the way to second.
You're going to see the ground crew go out there and smooth it down.
I mean, they better check his UCL. I mean, he is throwing a lot out there.
Folks, there wasn't a mark on that wall when this game started.
So Stephen Drew with a 1-out double. And here is Didi Gregorius. Tommy Hunter up for the O's.
Yankees now with 10 hits in the game. Only 2 players have yet to join the party. McCann and Beltran. And both of them hit the ball pretty well tonight. Just can't find the holes.
Now, when you retired, Paul, you were actually 19th on the hit list. But since you retired, you were passed by Jeter, Posada, and Cano. So for a second there, you were 21st.
Nice. I feel better about that, man.
3 pretty good hitters.
It's amazing because that Jeter fella, he passed everybody.
He did okay.
Right behind me when he was 20th, he went through 19 of us like it was nothing. Like a machine gun, just bolted us all down.
Long run for all 3, but it's in the first row of seats. Oh no.
That's full exposure over there, Michael.
No, that was 1 belt notch away from full exposure.
I was just going to say something about Gregorius' swing. I don't even know what I was thinking after that replay.
You know, I got home last night, Ken. It looked like it was a full moon out. Or something close.
Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
Joseph puts it away for the second out.
Got to figure with Tillman up to 106 pitches here, he might be getting near the limit for this evening. Now there has been somebody, was it Tommy Hunter you said, Michael, warming up?
Yep. All
right. Maybe Buck wants to bring Tommy Hunter to start a clean inning and hopeful that Tillman can get Ellsbury out here.
2 more hits for Jacoby tonight, and a really nice play by Steve Pierce. Took away hit number 3 in the hole on the right side.
Little cut fastball there. You can tell Tillman's trying to make perfect pitches to Ellsbury, knowing how he's swinging the bat. Not going to give him anything. We'll cut her in and then a little change up away. Both of them out of the strike zone.
See, the thing about it, as hot as he's been, Gardner's pretty warm himself. So it's not really like you pass on a hot hitter to go on to somebody who's not really swinging the bat well.
See, everything's just off the corner. If Ellsbury's going to put the ball in play, it's going to be on Tillman's terms. Nothing over the middle of the plate.
And he walks him. And that's going to bring up Gardner, and that's going to bring out Showalter, and that's going to be the end for Tillman tonight. So Tommy Hunter will come on. Yankees lead 4-3. We're in the bottom of the 6th. First and second, 2 outs. Hunter against Gardner when we get back.
These streets, they can be pretty crazy. You know what your solution to that is? A new Ford Fusion, Escape, or Explorer. You'll get the control of all-wheel drive and intelligent 4-wheel drive, so almost nothing gets in your way. And your blind spots are covered. Talk about the total package. Ford has it big time.
Now get an Explorer with 0% financing for 60 months, or lease one for $229 a month, only at your local Ford dealer.
So I'm working from home.
I get on a video conference
With my boss and my boss's boss.
but I forgot to attach the presentation.
It sends in a flash. Good thing I have BIOS.
I don't, and it was taking forever.
We don't miss a beat.
I'm yelling at the kids to get off the Wi-Fi. Get off the movies, get off the video games.
I think I got a promotion.
I think I need a new job. Are you guys hiring?
Why settle when you can have fiber optics? Fios, the fastest, most reliable internet.
Hi.
Hi, we're here to look at a Camry.
We just came from a birthday party. Oh, let me get you a new one.
These Camrys are so reliable.
Yeah. And you gotta love that bold new styling. Here you go.
Whoa.
Wow.
Those balloon towers don't make themselves.
And right now, you can get 0% APR financing for a full 60 months on a new 2015 Camry. Or lease a new Camry for just $179 a month.
Thanks, Jan.
Thanks, Jane.
Now you both have Camrys.
Yeah.
Toyota, let's go places.
Tomorrow, it's a Friday night fight.
That is hammered to right field. Oh, did he crush that? Home run for Teixeira. A long home run for Chris Davis.
As the Bombers and O's slug it out in Game 2 from the stadium. Yankees, Orioles. Coverage starts tomorrow at 6, only on Yes.
Game 2 of the 4-game set tomorrow night at the stadium. And the starting pitcher is brought to you by Verizon Fios, the fastest, most reliable internet. Miguel Gonzalez will get the start for the O's, 3-1, 2.59. And Adam Warren for the Yankees, 2-1, 4.78. Our coverage will begin at 6 with game time right around 7:07, 7:08. So that's it for Tillman. Throws 110 pitches, 10 hits, 4 runs. The runners on base, his responsibility. As Tommy Hunter takes over and will deal to Brett Gardner. This is his 11th game.
Hunter has a very good fastball, 95 plus.
That one is chopped to short. Hardy steps on the bag, and that will do it. So Hunter throws 1 pitch and gets Gardner to hit into the force. No runs, a hit, 2 left. We go to the 7th.
Yankees fans, be at Yankee Stadium on Sunday, May 24th, when the Yankees celebrate the career of 4-time world champion Bernie Williams. Arrive by 7 p.m. for a special pregame ceremony as the Yankees retire his number 51 and dedicate a plaque in historic Monument Park. For tickets, visit Yankees.com or call Ticketmaster at 877-469-9849 today.
You know, I think about money kind of a lot.
Money's freedom. Money's always on my mind.
Car insurance.
Credit cards.
Preschool.
Mortgage. Debt. It's tough. It's not easy.
I'm not a good budgeter.
Unfortunately, I'm a spender.
I would love to learn more about finances.
Savings.
Investments, retirement.
The more educated I am, the better decisions I can make in the future.
It's the Buick.
Sir.
Buick. Where's the Buick? Buick. Buick.
The expectation-shattering Buick LaCrosse.
Now current lessees, switch to Buick and lease this 2015 LaCrosse with leather-appointed seating and V6 power for around $269 a month.
So, if you have a flat tyre, dead battery, need a tow or lock your keys in the car, Geico's emergency roadside assistance is there 24/7. Oh dear, I got a flat tyre. Yeah, can you find a take where it's a bit more dramatic on that last line, yeah? Yeah, I got it right here.
Someone help me! I have a flat tire!
Oh, it's good for me. What do you think?
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
There are just 30 days left before the FIFA Women's World Cup begins as Alex Morgan leads the U.S. women's national team against the best teams in the world in search of their third World Cup championship. The only place you can see the 2015 FIFA Women's World Cup is on Fox and Fox Sports 1, beginning in 30 days. The countdown begins. Caleb Joseph will lead off against Justin Wilson as we start the 7th, and a fastball strike. The count is 0-1. Wilson with a home run and a double, 2 ribbies. Got a couple of right-handers warming for the Yankees in their pen.
Dylan Matanzas there. I mean, he is really the talk of the team lately in the last couple of weeks. How all of a sudden he's come back with the stuff that he featured all of last year. High 90s fastball and a breaking ball that makes hitters look weak. What a weapon.
Two and two.
One-run game. You know, if you're Joe Girardi, you'd love to get through the 7th inning and then you get to your Betances and Miller, but you can't let them score here.
Ground ball to Gregorius. 1 out.
Oh, he's got a strong arm.
No doubt about it. I mean, he catches the ball, he takes his time, he knows that he's got the arm to take his time. He doesn't have to rush anything.
Before there were dryers that everybody had in their houses, they used to have the clotheslines. That's what his throws look like. You hang out a week's worth of clothes on his throws.
Machado takes a strike.
Again, this is a big inning for Wilson. He's got an opportunity to show Joe Girardi that, you know, he can be that guy that can get to Betances.
And get right-handers out. I mean, Paredes on deck as a switch hitter. So Joe's showing some faith in him, not bringing the right-hander to start the inning.
Once in a while, as a pitcher, you know, you'll get away with a pitch. He got away with one there. High fastball out over the plate. Machado, a good hitter.
.97 miles an hour.
A lot of high octane coming out of that bullpen.
I'll tell you what, if you don't throw mid-90s and up, the bullpen's not a spot for you anymore. In the old days, they were all trick pitchers, you know, set up guys to get out righties or lefties. Hard throwers this day and age.
Gregorius gets Machado.
Smart play by Wilson there.
I was just going to say, Kenny, how many times do you after the fact say, man, I should have not caught that? He pulled his glove back to make that an easy play.
See, he knows it might have been tough. If it glances off his glove, Machado's going to be safe. Maybe didn't feel comfortable going, but he also knows the ball's not hit very hard, and Gregorius has plenty of time to get there, and with his arm, that's out number 2.
That's a quick reaction there. Most of the time, is it's a reaction just to catch anything that's hit at you. That goes off the end of his glove, or he knocks it over towards the hole. It's a base hit.
Paredes takes a strike. Long home run to right center into the Yankee bullpen in the first off of Valdi, then walked twice in the third and then in the fifth. Adam Jones lurks on deck.
He's too good a swing 0-2.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, that ball out over the plate again, up. He didn't hold anything back. See, this ball's supposed to be inner half, and it ends up out over the plate, right where most hitters like it. Sometimes hitters get in a hurry to make things happen, swing at bad pitches. I think every once in a while, pitchers, they get that 2 strikes, they get in a hurry too because they want that strikeout. They end up overthrowing or throwing something out over the plate. Got to keep your patience with 2 strikes, both as a hitter and a pitcher.
Fly ball, center field. Ellsbury is there, and Wilson works a 1-2-3 inning. He's retired all 4 O's that he's faced. At the end of 6.5 innings of play, it's time for the 7th inning stretch here at the stadium. The Yankees lead the O's 4-3, but we will stay right here to honor America in the Bronx.
Ladies and gentlemen, will you please rise and remove your caps? And please direct your attention to the area behind home plate as the New York Yankees welcome an honored military guest who is joined by her family. United States Army Sergeant Pamela File from Mastic, New York, who served in Operation Iraqi Freedom. The Yankees say, thank you for your sacrifice and service to our nation. Now, ladies and gentlemen, please join in Kate Smith's rendition of God Bless America.
Little League, minors, the majors too. Always going to Subway. And these days, I go with the sweet onion chicken teriyaki. All white meat with pepper jack cheese, banana peppers, and lots of jalapenos. Because you know I can handle the heat.
Thank you for being a sailor and my daddy.
Thank you, Mom, for protecting my future.
Thank you for being my hero and my dad.
Military families are thankful for many things. The legacy of USAA Auto Insurance could be one of them. Our world-class service earned USAA the top spot in a study of the most recommended large companies in America. If you're current or former military or their family, see if you're eligible to get an auto insurance quote.
These streets, they can be pretty crazy. You know what your solution to that is? A new Ford Fusion, Escape, or Explorer. You'll get the control of all-wheel drive and intelligent four-wheel drive, so almost nothing gets in your way. And your blind spots are covered. Talk about the total package. Ford has it big time.
Now get an Explorer with 0% financing for 60 months, or lease one for $229 a month, only at your local Ford dealer.
Hi, everyone. Bob and Jack with your Tri-State Ford update. So the Yankees lead at 4-3. 4 extra base hits, and probably the loudest of them all, number 661 for Alex in the third.
Right, Bobby hits a changeup from Tillman over the fence. And when spring training started, Alex Rodriguez wasn't thinking about Willie Mays or 660 or 661. He was thinking, can I return to baseball after a year off and be a productive hitter? And through 110 plate appearances, he has 7 home runs. He has proven he is a legitimate power hitter in the middle of the order.
And guess who's coming to bat here in the top of the 7th? Michael, take it away.
Yep, you got it, guys. It is Alex Rodriguez, which leads us to the T-Mobile game changer.
Now let's go back to the 3rd inning. Alex Rodriguez, 441 feet. That was a T-Mobile game changer. And he passes Willie Mays on the all-time home run list, number 661.
441 for 661, and now he is 53 away from Babe Ruth at 714. So he leads off now against Tommy Hunter. And a line drive to left field. It's a base hit. Guys, let's talk turkey here. This guy will be 40 this year. He did not play at all last year. He has had 2 hip surgeries. Are you surprised that this is what he's brought to the table?
A little bit. I thought when I saw him in spring training, you see Alex trying to steer that line drive down in front of the left fielder, that he looked really good. And, you know, his bat speed's been good. His pitch selection to me has been much better. I mean, he's swinging at strikes, obviously. And, you know, it goes to show you that he worked. There's no doubt about it. You don't just sit on the couch for a year and come back and hit.
I wonder if the time off, which was of his own doing, gave his hips time to just, you know, heal up his body, give himself a nice respite so he could come back and play baseball again. If I'd known that, I'd have sat out a year at the end.
You know, sometimes when things are taken away from you and you don't have it, you appreciate it again. And
you are now in his rearview mirror, Paul.
Look at that. I'm going to be off that. Well, Elson's not going to get any more. Bobby Richardson, he's not getting any more.
Teixeira hits one to left field. Snyder back on the track. He makes the play. Great power the other way by Teixeira, but the ballpark ate it up as AROD heads back to first.
That reminded me of the ball he hit at Fenway Park to the opposite field, and that got well over the monster. A little different story here at Yankee Stadium.
AROD, Teixeira, both of them hitting for power, and driving in runs, and you know, a lot. Michael, when we did that series earlier in Detroit, you know, that's basically what we talked about. The pitching was really good, but how is this team going to score runs? And all of a sudden, Ellsbury, Gardner at the top of the lineup are getting on base, middle of the lineup driving in runs.
McCann pops it up behind the plate.
I think that's the most improved thing about the team this year. Their ability to score has improved drastically over last year. They were just scrambling to score runs last year, but this year, the bullpen, which was good last year, is even better. The starting pitching, it's been good enough. but the ability to score runs can cover up a lot of things that don't go right.
And if you think about it from the baseball standpoint, it's kind of fun the way, I mean, they're stealing bases. You've got guys that get on base. You've got guys that hit home runs. You know, 4 or 5 years ago, you had 7 or 8 guys in the lineup that you just sat and waited for them to hit 3-run homers. And, you know, there's great nights you score 10, and there's nights where you get good pitching where you have 15 strikeouts. I mean, it's a different team, and I think Joe Girardi is going to enjoy managing this type of team because there's some decisions to be made. Some hit and runs, some bunts, things like that.
You're talking about the days when Robbie Cano was batting ninth?
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at that. He hits the ball the other way. That's a base hit.
Absolutely.
That's what he's thinking about. This pitch, it's too far away. He can't quite get to it. McCann's hit the ball hard all night long. So he's trying to hit the ball the other side. There's only one person over there.
That's a lot of room.
Yeah, it is.
So McCann down on strikes.
McCann shaking his head, and you're right. His first 2 at-bats hit right on the nose. Got nothing for it, and then all of a sudden, you know, that you look at that at-bat, looked like he was kind of in between a few things, and you don't see that coming out of the gates, you know, hitting the ball right on the nose to having an at-bat like that. Frustrating.
Ooh. You know, Beltran had his mind with that swing.
Dylan Betances ready for the 8th inning.
Hunter took a lot off that pitch, 83 miles an hour, and as a left-handed hitter, you just get out there too quick, get out on that front side, and you just cannot stop that bad hit from hooking it foul. He's had 2 good pitches in this at-bat. Fastballs right down the middle.
98.
Well, this is somebody the Yankees need to straighten out to really round out their lineup, because Beltran still without a home run. 0 for 3 tonight. He was decent on the road trip, 6 hits and 19 at bats, but his average is at 189. Just missed inside, 97 miles an hour. Swing and a miss. Took something off that. Beltran down on strikes. No runs a hit, no errors, and 1 man left. We go to the 8th. 4-3 Yanks.
You know what you like. Action. Adventure. That unmistakable rush. A winning hand. Scoring those I just gotta have them shoes. Incredible dining choices, including 3 by world-famous chef Amaro Lagasse. All the comforts of a luxurious award-winning hotel. It's your lifestyle. And knowing there's only one place where you can really play your way. Sands Bethlehem.
Are you struggling with debt? Get immediate help by calling the law office of David Pankin today.
For over 20 years, my law firm has helped thousands of clients facing financial difficulty get a fresh financial start. Unlike debt settlement programs, we could stop collection lawsuits, harassing creditor phone calls, and foreclosure proceedings.
Don't wait. Call today for a free consultation at 888-529-9600. That's 888-529-9600.
After all the candles are blown out, after the last toast of the night, Cambridge paving stones with ArmorTech stand the test of time. Beautifully designed, built to last. Only Cambridge paving stones have ArmorTech, our unique process that produces a rich, distinctive color. Create your own memories with Cambridge paving stones. Visit CambridgePavers.com.
Cambridge paving stones with ArmorTech will always look like new.
After the final out, don't miss the WB Mason postgame for analysis of tonight's series opener and get scores and highlights from around the majors. Plus, hear from Joe Girardi and the players in the clubhouse. It's all coming up on the WB Mason Yankees postgame only on Yes. Well, this is a big league matchup right now. Dellin Betances against the American League's leading hitter for average, Adam Jones. And look at the numbers on Betances. Still no earned runs, 15 in the third, 8 hits, 26 strikeouts.
You know, hot hitter, good hitter. I take my chances with Betances. If he makes his pitches as a hitter, you're out. And it's frustrating to think of it that way, but it's just the way it is.
Fouled away at 97 miles an hour.
First of all, standing out there, he's 6'8". So it looked like he's throwing from about the 50th story of the Empire State Building.
Yeah, a lot of people, you know, if you've never stood up there, you're so used to seeing the release point. Well, all of a sudden, a guy's 6'8", the release point is totally different, and it just comes at a downward angle.
And it looks like it'll make the seats. 1-2.
Adam Jones got 2 fastballs away, but both of them high 90s, just couldn't quite catch up. Now all of a sudden Betances can do anything he wants, really. Try to sneak a fastball in or go back to that great breaking ball.
Chris Young is taken over in right field for Carlos Beltran. Check swing, did he go? No, said Trip Gibson. Good call. Looks like he held up.
All of a sudden, you know, Betances is not scared to throw that breaking ball back to back to back.
Nice play on the short hop by Headley, and he gets Jones.
Dellin Betances, you know what you're getting out of the bullpen. Starts him off with a curveball, just misses. Now these are the 2 pitches he had to hit, 2 fastballs, but again, these are 98 miles an hour. Curveball, this is the better pitch to hit. Curveball kind of hung. Chase Headley makes a good, you know, coming in to get that in between hop.
There's Delman Young.
Oh. Those are the swings, Kenny, I was talking about. You see good hitters take swings like that. It just shows you're not picking up the baseball.
Oh, 2.
Yeah, this is where you don't want to be.
No,
no
not after that first swing on that curveball, huh?
Now he's got a chance to bounce a curve, throw a fastball upstairs where you can't get on top of it. Pitcher has a lot of options, especially when you throw this hard. Let's see what McCann's looking for, something breaking, maybe in the dirt. Yep. Couldn't get him to chase it. That wasn't close enough to the strike zone.
Lined right at Drew. 2 outs. This chiropractic telecast is presented by authority of the New York Yankees and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the New York Yankees. Here is Chris Davis, 0 for 3, 3 strikeouts, 7th time this year he's had a 3 strikeout game. That's the most in the majors. And he's had 53 of them since 2012. Again, most in the majors. A lot of hat tricks. Our New York Rangers could use some hat tricks tomorrow.
Well, I tell you what, I played golf with a couple Ranger fans today.
They weren't happy, right?
No. They're going through the players and what's going on and what's going wrong. And then I heard a little bit of your radio show on the way in. Boy, it's hockey mania going on around here. They got a chance, Michael?
It'd be tough to beat that team 3 in a row. They're such a good team. They just have to snap out of their scoring slump. Count 0-2.
Kenny, is this what happens when you're used to striking out? You just walk up there and you're 0-2. But you know what? It's not looked at now like it used to be. If you strike out, you strike out. In the old days, it was almost an embarrassment to strike out.
I didn't like striking out.
You know, if you're a guy that has capabilities of hitting 50 home runs, they'll take the strikeouts.
So 1-2 on Davis. Swing and a miss. The golden sombrero. That's his third 4-strikeout game. And he goes down against Betances, and we go to the bottom of the 8th.
You like bacon?
I like bacon.
You'll want the DQ $5 lunch with a bacon cheeseburger.
I like bacon.
All for just $5.
The DQ $5 lunch. Entree, fries, drink, plus a sundae. This is fan food.
I like sundaes.
Why pause a spontaneous moment to take a pill? Or stop to find a bathroom? Cialis for daily use is approved to treat both erectile dysfunction and the urinary symptoms of BPH, like needing to go frequently, day or night. Tell your doctor about all your medical conditions and medicines and ask if your heart is healthy enough for sex. Do not take Cialis if you take nitrates for chest pain, as it may cause an unsafe drop in blood pressure. Do not drink alcohol in excess. Side effects may include headache, upset stomach, delayed backache, or muscle ache. To avoid long-term injury, get medical help right away for an erection lasting more than 4 hours. If you have any sudden decrease or loss in hearing or vision, or any symptoms of an allergic reaction, stop taking Cialis and get medical help right away. Ask your doctor about Cialis for daily use and a free 30-tablet trial.
There are other luxury cars starting around $29,900. But when put to the challenge, not one of them made this kind of, what's the word? Impact. The Audi A3, the only car in its class to receive both a 5-star overall safety rating and IIHS top safety pick.
So I'm working from home.
I get on a video conference
with my boss and my boss's boss.
But I forgot to attach the presentation.
It sends in a flash. Good thing I have BIOS.
I don't, and it was taking forever.
We don't miss a beat.
I'm yelling at the kids to get off the Wi-Fi. Get off the movies, get off the video games.
I think I got a promotion.
I think I need a new job. Are you guys hiring?
Why settle when you can have fiber optics? Fios, the fastest, most reliable internet.
Tomorrow night on Yes, the Yankees and the O's go at it in Game 2 as they gear up for a Friday night fight here at the stadium. Pre-game coverage on Yes starts at 6. Then we're back to call all the action shortly after 7 right here on Yes. Brian Mattis will come in as we go to the bottom of the 8th inning and the bottom third of the Yankee order. And the Yankees get Andrew Miller up. Hyundai scoreboard 4-3, Yanks over the O's.
Before the game, I was talking to Chase Headley about the turf up in Toronto, and I was watching the games from the studio. Michael, you and Al were talking about how slow the turf was. So I asked Chase, remember the ball that Russell Martin hit to him, that he made that great dive?
Yes.
He said he couldn't have made that play last year because the ball would have gotten by him. The turf was much faster last year.
And there were balls in the outfield in the gaps, Kenny, that just would have gotten to the wall in an eye blink, but not anymore. This Oriole team was very upset when they were up there. They did not like the way that turf played.
I think during batting practice or infield practice, one of Jimmy Paredes was taking ground balls and he took a bad hop off the turf and hit him in the face. That'll get your attention. On an artificial surface, it's not supposed to happen. And in a way, it's something you don't see very often anymore, bad hops, because these fields are all groomed like pool tables.
Perfect.
Very rarely you hear the announcer say bad hop single. And this is the play which wasn't completed because of the low throw, and the Blue Jays actually won the game on that play, but that was a heck of a play coming up with it.
You know what? Again, it's a great play if you pick that at first, too, but a tremendous play for Chase Headley right there. That could have been a game-saving. It just didn't happen. And that's another thing. See Chase Headley go down looking, but the defense is another part that is really going to help this team. You know, the balls that don't get through the infield that used to.
Here's Drew, 1 for 2 with a walk. 0-1. Tied with Soria and Familia for most saves in the majors at 11, and he's 11 for 11. Count 0-2. And he ended last year with the O's. Big part of their bullpen. Became a free agent, signed with the Yanks. And the lefty deals the 1-2. Grounded to Pierce. He gets Drew for the second out. So 2 down. That'll bring up Gregorius. Boy, he pulls that bill down a la Andy Pettit. You talk to players that do that, and there's a method to it. They say it kind of blocks things out. It really does. You can focus and narrow your focus to where you want it to be.
The low end of the strike zone.
Didi tonight is 1 for 3. Hitting .220. Fouled away.
Yankees trying to keep a streak going here. They've had at least 1 hit in every inning.
Yankees home for just 4 games, then back on the road again. Tampa Bay, Kansas City, and Washington, D.C. That one is looped into left field, and it is caught by Snyder, who got a good jump. So Mattis works a 1-2-3 inning. Andrew Miller will come on and try to close it out for the Yanks in the 9th.
What's in a drop? The expectation of what comes next. That's what keeps the energy going. The drop refreshes the beat every time. So what's in a drop?
You're finally here. Long way from the Sandlot. First game in the majors? You don't know ARP, because this family is enjoying a cross-country baseball stadium trip they planned online at AARP Travel. It's where your journey begins with inspiration, planning, booking, and hot travel tips from real pros. If you don't think seize the trip when you think AARP, then you don't know ARP. Find more surprising possibilities and get to know us at aarp.org/possibilities.
Switch to T-Mobile and never settle.
Building our dream house on a hill wasn't the best decision we ever made, but I did get one thing right.
Introducing the hill climbing power of the new Toro all-wheel drive mower. Toro, count on it.
Every Sunday, sit down with the skipper on WB Mason presents The Joe Girardi Show. Dive into the hottest team topics and get the story straight from the mind of the manager. WB Mason presents The Joe Girardi Show. New every Sunday, only on Yes.
Attention all restaurant owners, WB Mason's now serving you, offering free next day delivery and amazingly low prices on all the restaurant consumables, disposables, and smallwares you need with no minimum order. Who but WB Mason?
All right, so Andrew Miller will take over for the Yankees. Eovaldi started, went 5 2/3. He's eligible to get the win. Then Justin Wilson and Dellin Betances perfect in relief. And now Miller in his 14th game for the Yankees, 23 strikeouts in 13 2/3 innings. He'll face Pierce, Hardy, and Snyder. 4-3 Yankees lead. Pierce starts. He's 1 for 3 tonight. Orioles obviously know Miller very well. As we mentioned, he finished the season with them last year. Helped them in the first round of the playoffs and pitched well even when they got swept in the second round by the Royals. They just couldn't score runs. 2-0. That was the split between the Red Sox in 50 games and his final 23 with the Orioles last year. 3-0.
All 3 there. Every once in a while, if you think about Miller, you almost have to amp yourself down when you play a team that you were formerly with, because you want to go out and you want to beat the guys that you used to play with. But he had a 5-out save in Baltimore earlier in April with 3 strikeouts. So this is not the first time, but first time in Yankee Stadium he's had an opportunity to pitch against his old team. Ball 4.
Well, he walks the leadoff batter, so the tying runs on base. Let's see how the Orioles play this. The old adage is you don't play to tie on the road, you play to win. Hardy looks for the sign. And they call Snyder back off the on-deck circle. Not bunting and taking a strike. One and one. Ryan Lavarnway is on deck. the other catcher. Hardy 0 for 3 tonight. He takes a strike. It's 1-2.
Again, as that pitcher, leadoff walk. If you can get an out without a runner advancing to second, big out right here.
Two balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch. Missed outside. 3-2.
Here, Buck Showalter, you got to remember, I mean, this is Hardy's first game. I mean, you usually don't come out of a kind of a rehab assignment really dialed in to what you need to do at the major league level. And you see, you got jammed right there.
And Drew goes back to make the play for the first out.
Just 12 at-bats, rehab at-bats. And you're facing one of the best closers in the league. You can see the concentration on the face of Stephen Drew as he drifts back. Going to take a look at this one on Yes Mo, brought to you by your Mercedes-Benz Tri-State dealer.
So here is Lavarnway pinch hitting for Snyder.
Yeah, you look at Miller, and it's not just his velocity. He's got good fastball, good breaking ball, but also kind of his arm angle. He kind of slings the ball. You don't pick it up well.
There's another one who's up there about 6'7".
And a strike. 0-2 on Lavarnway. Crowd of 39,816 here at the stadium. Eovaldi looking to go 3-0. Yankees looking for their 18th win. And the 0-2. Swing and a miss. Got him. The O's are down to their final out.
Well, after a leadoff walk, a couple big outs, now you put yourself in a position where you could end this thing with one more. Again, Miller. A backdoor slider, good pitch.
Pinch runner at first now. That's David Lowe.
So Lowe pinch runs for Pierce. 2 down. 9th inning. Yankees up 4-3. Here's Caleb Joseph. 2 for 3. Home run double. A couple of ribbies. And there's a strike. They play Joseph to pull. Most of the right side of the infield is open. Drew still on the second base side of the bag, but I'd say Joseph has about 88 feet of open real estate there. The 0-1. 97-mile-an-hour fastball, low, 1-1. Miller, part of the Mustache Brigade, said his wife hates it.
Sugar-coated, right?
Yeah. Now, when he was with the Red Sox, he had a beard. And he said she really hated that, but she hates the mustache worse.
Beards are like in fashion now. Huh?
I think he's got that Errol Flynn look.
Tell you what, one more pitch, he could send a lot of people home cheering.
Two and 2. Well, Joseph knows him well from last year. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner on first. 9th inning. Yankees up 4-3. And the pitch. Swung on and missed. Yankees win. Another save for Andrew Miller. A win for Nathan Eovaldi, and the Yankees take the first game of this 4-game set. So once again, Girardi uses the bullpen well, and this is how it ended.
The final pitch of the game, targets low and in, didn't quite get it there, but Joseph swings and misses for strike 3.
See that arm angle and that slider. Give up on it, but I'll tell you what, after walking the leadoff batter, they really shut him down. 1, 2, 3.
Now, one of the bigger stories other than the win is that Alex Rodriguez hit his 661st home run, and that breaks the tie with Willie Mays. Now Alex Rodriguez stands alone in 4th place on the all-time list, and when you put that into perspective, no matter how he got there, in the long history of baseball, there are 3 players that have hit more home runs than Alex: Barry Bonds, Hank Aaron, and Babe Ruth. So obviously there will be people that will interpret it in different ways, but the number that Major League Baseball accepts right now, Kenny, is 661, and 661 today was a bomb.
It certainly was. 441 feet to just left of center field. And you're right. You look at the names on that list, and some of the greatest hitters of all time, no matter, as you said, Michael, how they got there. Mays, Rodriguez, Ruth, Aaron, and Bonds.
And that's why that home run, Kenny, turns out to be our Land Rover drive of the game.
Well, let's go back to the 3rd inning. It is a 2-2 game until this pitch. A high fastball for Chris Tillman, and it is long gone. Number 661. And Alex Rodriguez's career surpasses the great Willie Mays on the all-time list.
And it will be forgotten that in the 1st inning, he almost hit 661, and Delman Young took it away, Paul.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it ended up being a sacrifice fly. Now, a little Alex Rodriguez fan, but yeah, given. I mean, he is on the ball. He's making good swings. He's driving the ball. Good things are happening in the middle line. The Yankees are playing good baseball right now.
So the Yankees remain in 1st place in the American League East. They are 18-11, while the Orioles drop to 12-14. Once again, the hot hitting at the top of the order contributed to this, as Jacoby Ellsbury extended his hitting streak to 10 straight. Couple more hits for Brett Gardner as well. Alex had 2 more hits and a sac fly. He was 2 for 3. Mark Teixeira 2 for 3 with a couple more runs batted in. He has 25 on the year. So all in all, this has been a pretty good offensive night for the Yankees, especially for the guys that were supposed to do it. This is how close Alex came in the 1st inning to passing Mays.
Again, ball away, bam. Good sound to it. Delman Young, who had all kinds of action out there, makes a great play, taking away a 3-run homer.
But he did get that home run later on, and now he's down on the field with Meredith Maragovitz. Meredith?
Thanks, Michael. Alex, number 661, came in the 3rd inning. Were you at all surprised during that at-bat that Tillman continued to challenge you with fastballs?
Actually, the first at-bat was a fastball, and the second at-bat, the home run, was a changeup. And you know, I've been just not trying to do too much at the plate, take what they give me, and over the last few days I felt a lot better.
You mentioned that first at bat, Delman Young pretty much robbed you of a home run off the bat. Did you think that one was 661?
You never know. You know, that ball carried pretty well, but Delman Young looked like Roberto Clemente on that play, and then he threw out Tex in the next play. So some nice plays for him and a good win for us.
The 3rd inning won a no-doubter. What goes through your mind when you know you passed Willie Mays on the all-time home run list?
Well, I mean, first of all, I'm very happy. I mean, the moment is pretty incredible. Never did I think a year ago today that I would be in the middle of our lineup, hitting home runs, helping our team win. For me, it was especially special to do it here in front of our home fans in Yankee Stadium.
When you talk about the home fans, they did not stop cheering until you came back out of the dugout. What did it mean to you to get their support?
Well, it was a little awkward. I certainly didn't want to stop the game, and I saw Tex didn't go in the batter's box, and of course I looked at Joe, and Joe gave me the nod to go out and take the curtain call, so I came out real quick and then got back in.
Alex, there was a lot of question how you would perform this year, how people would receive you about a month into the season. What has this year been like for you so far?
Well, so far it's been a special year. I mean, I'm truly enjoying the roses and really, enjoying every moment. I never dreamed about a year ago today that I would be in the middle of the lineup helping out, and I'm grateful for the opportunity that Major League Baseball, the Yankees, my teammates, and especially the fans of New York. We have the greatest fans in the world, and I'm totally grateful.
Alex, congratulations.
Thank you.
Michael, we'll send it back up to you.
All right, thank you, Meredith, and congratulations to Alex Rodriguez. This is the swing that moved him past one of the greatest players of all time, Willie Howard Mays. Mays celebrated his 84th birthday yesterday, and Alex celebrates 661 today. We'll go back to the studio where Bob Lorenz and Jack Curry will set the table for the rest of the night.
Right, Michael, thank you. We've got a lot to talk about. Alex, number 661, the top 4 in the order, each with a couple hits. It was a big night for the offense.
It was a big night for the offense. The bullpen also getting the final 10 outs, but Alex Rodriguez moving ahead of Willie Mays. Bob, I thought we saw a very candid Alex Rodriguez there with Meredith Marakovitz. A year ago, he did not expect to be where he is. Not only is he in the middle of the order, he's hitting home runs, he's helping the Yankees win games as well.
Get back on the winning track. We're going to wrap it all up for you coming up on the postgame right after they wrap from the stadium.
Thanks for coming. We want a spirited performance.
Who offers the most horsepower?
Lincoln MKC. We also want clever thinking in a tight spot. Anyone offer hands-free in and out park assist?
Lincoln MKC.
Bravo.
The Lincoln Luxury Uncovered event is on. Lease the MKC for $329 a month. And for a limited time, competitive owners and lessees get $1,000 bonus cash.
Wendy's new jalapeno fresco spicy chicken is so deliciously hot, it's generating reactions from everyone, like the memer.
Ooh, eat spicy goodness like a boss.
The selfiers.
So good. Gotta get a selfie. So hot. Got a selfie or selfie.
And the behind the timeser.
This sandwich is the bomb. Raise the roof!
Wendy's new jalapeno fresco, our signature spicy chicken topped with fresh jalapenos and ghost pepper sauce. How will you react?
Now is the time to spring into Lexus at Lexus of Englewood. Come in now for lease payments starting at $299 a month on a new 2015 CT200H Hybrid. The all-new 2015 Lexus NX is in stock and available now, just $369 a month. And come in to test drive the hot new Lexus RC. Rush to the Northeast's #1 sales volume leader 2 years in a row. Lexus of Englewood.
What? What? Yay.
I'm really learning a lot about how insurance companies do business, which makes me wonder what other drivers know. So I came to a place where drivers like to congregate, a mall parking lot. What's your credit score?
Not interested.
Bachelor's degree, master's, or doctorate? What's your job?
That's none of your business.
Do you rent or do you own? I'm thinking you rent. What is your level of education?
Rates should be based on how well you drive, not that other crap. Cure Auto Insurance. Drive well.
Well, the Yankees beat the Orioles 4-3 in the first game of this 4-game set in the Bronx. 4-11-0, beating 3-6-0. Time of the game manageable, 2:51. Evaldi got the win. Miller 12 for 12 in saves with the Yanks. Tillman took the loss. AROD 2 for 3. Hit his 661st career home run to pass Willie Mays. Also drove in 2 runs. Teixeira 2 for 3, a double. Also 2 ribbies. Gardner 2 for 4, a double, and 2 runs scored. Coming up on the Yes Network, stay tuned for the WB Mason postgame show with Bob Lorenz, Jack Curry, and Meredith Marakovitz. Special thanks to senior producer Bill Boland, senior director Michael Cooney, Jared Boschnack, Lee Lipschutz, Mike Webb, Woody Fryman, and the executive producer of the Yes Network is Mr. John J. Filippelli. Join us again tomorrow for Yankees baseball as the Bombers take on the Orioles at Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. Our coverage will begin at 6 p.m. on the Yes Network. Once again, the final score from the Bronx at Yankee Stadium, the New York Yankees 4 and the Baltimore Orioles 3. Now let's go to Bob Lorenz and Jack Curry standing by in our Yes Network studios.
All right, thank you, Michael, and welcome to this edition of the WB Mason postgame as the Yankees win the opener. 1-4 against the Orioles, 4-3. Big win within the division again. And I think about beginnings. The top of that lineup, the first four going 8 for 13. And as we just talked about in our tease, involving Alex Rodriguez with that big home run.
Right, 8 hits among those first 4 batters, Bob. None of them bigger than the one that Alex Rodriguez hits, his 661st home run. So he moved past Willie Mays to 4th on the all-time home run list. And we've watched Alex Rodriguez since he came in that first day in spring training. You asked Joe Girardi, you asked Brian Cashman, what is this guy going to be? What will he do for you? No one knew. Alex Rodriguez didn't know, and he told our Meredith Marakovich just a couple of minutes ago he never expected a year ago that he'd be in the middle of the Yankee lineup, producing, hitting home runs the way that he is. Bob, you look at that home run list, and you're going to say to yourself, well, where does he belong? How many of these were legitimate? You can have all those discussions you want, but right now, when he is hitting those home runs, he's helping the Yankees win games.
All right, so we've talked about beginning of the lineup. Now let's talk end of the game. Nathan Eovaldi goes 5 2/3, and then Justin Wilson, Dellin Betances, and Andrew Miller finish things up. No hit ball over 3 1/3.
You look at the Yankee bullpen, Bob, and they can address a lot of potential problems. Nathan Eovaldi had a so-so start. I'm sure he would even say that himself, that he pitched okay in this game. But 5 2/3 innings, you'd love to get more length from your starter. Instead, Joe Girardi goes to the bullpen. He gets 10 outs from his bullpen. I thought the unsung hero tonight was Justin Wilson. We talk so much about Betances and Miller. You expect those guys to do what they did tonight. What Wilson did coming in, getting 4 batters out, 3 of them on the ground, he really pitched well.
All right, we're going to talk more about the pitching coming up. The fact that Eovaldi got the win tonight, he's now 3-0. First time in his career, by the way, he has won 3 in a row. Meantime, let's get the post-game reaction from Joe Girardi right now in the Manager's Report, brought to you by Geico.
Joe, what did you think of the reaction to Alex hitting 661?
Well, I think, as a team, we obviously appreciate it, put us back ahead, and I think the fans appreciate it, putting us ahead in the game. He just missed hitting one earlier, a 3-run homer, or I think it would have been a 3-run homer. I couldn't tell if Delman Young, robbed it or it was just as high as the fence, but it was a big hit again.
Off the bat, did you think that was a 3-run homer?
Yes, I did.
Not knowing what you were going to get from him coming into the season, what has he meant to this lineup?
He's meant a lot. We started hitting him, I think 6 when the season started because we weren't exactly sure what we were going to get, and he kept moving his way up and up and up. And, he's done a really good job in the 3-hole, getting in, getting on base, driving in base runners, hitting home runs for us, scoring runs. What you want. The 2 guys at top have done a great job of setting the table for the guys behind him, but Alex has been productive.
Dave. Joe, based on suspension in his past, obviously, people had wondered about how fans would receive him up here, but I think everybody knew that as long as he was a productive member of the Yankees, that he was going to be received pretty warmly. Is that how you felt as long as he did stuff for you guys?
There's been other guys that have went through suspensions and their troubles and have done things that at times have turned the fans off, and when you're productive, you kind of re-earn their respect, and they pull for you. That's the bottom line as players. Not just in our sports, and in all sports, and they want to see their players successful. So it really came down to how productive he was going to be. It was probably determined how he was going to be received, and so far he's done a really good job.
Did that seem like a good moment for you guys too with the curtain call?
Yeah, our guys encouraged him to go out, so I thought it was a nice gesture.
Mark, so you've talked about not liking when your guys are dealing with milestones because they put pressure on themselves. 660 is done, 661 is done. Are you happy to see these 2 home runs?
I sure am. I'm not sure what's next. The 3,000 hits.
Babe.
Yeah, the 3,000 hits. So, that's something that I'm sure that he'll be asked about a lot, and as he gets closer. But right now, we have some clear sailing for a while.
Joe, I know the milestones are over for now, but this $6 million thing is still out there, and he's been pretty good at addressing it. But Brian said it's not going to. Has this been a distraction to you, to anyone else in the team?
No, it's my job is to manage a player. It's no distraction to me at all.
How about within the clubhouse? Do you worry that it's going to filter into that at all?
No. I said when Alex came back, I didn't think it would be a distraction in the clubhouse. Guys would have to answer a few questions for a few days. He would fit right back in, and that's exactly what he's done.
Anybody else? Mark?
Evaldi struggled again to get out of the sixth. What did you think of his performance overall?
You know, I just thought he lacked the command that he had in Boston tonight. I thought he had to really battle tonight. I didn't think his breaking ball he threw as often for strikes tonight as he did in Boston, and he just had to battle. You know, you looked up and he gave up 4 hits, and I think 2 were home runs, 1 was a double, and maybe 2 were doubles. But he did a good job of keeping us in the game when he didn't have his A stuff.
He struggled to give you guys length. Is that a concern at all? I think he has
Well,
1 7-inning start, and
yeah.
beyond that, it's 5 1/3.
I mean, obviously you want your guys to give you length. Probably the most important thing is they keep you in the game. That's probably more, and we'll figure out the rest.
Joe, you look at that 5th inning. How different would it be if you didn't have that pickoff?
Oh, well, it could have been substantially different. You know, that's a huge play in this game. You know, because it's going to be hard to turn the double play on Jones. If you know, he's got to hit it pretty hard. He's pretty good in those. He's been pretty good in those situations. It was a huge play.
Kyle, all the way to your right, Joe.
What are your thoughts on what you got from the top 4 guys in the order tonight?
Oh, they did a great job. You know, they started it right away, early on, and we, you know, after giving up the run, we take the lead 2-1. I thought it was important that we bounce back, and we kept bouncing back when they tied up the score. But the top guys, the 4 guys at the top, had an awesome night.
Anybody else? We'll have Alex in here shortly. Thank you.
I want to remind you, stay tuned after this post-game show for an all-new Center Stage featuring Alan Alda. The award-winning actor, best known for his roles in MASH and The West Wing, sits down with Michael Kay in a must-see interview. Here's a snippet where Alan talks to Michael about the highly viewed MASH finale.
Well, we were shocked when the show ended and we had this big ending that half the country was watching at the same time.
Yeah.
And the only way we realized how popular that was we were driving to a restaurant together and the streets were deserted.
That night of the finale.
Yeah. So it surprised us to see that it had an effect on the traffic.
Right.
Not only that, in New York, I found out the next day in the paper, so many people were watching the show at the same time that when the commercials came on and they went to the bathroom, it ruined the waterworks. I never had a salute like that.
Wow.
Much more of that coming up after this post game. But Jack and I have much more coming up from the studio. We're going to have highlights of this series opener, a breakdown of Nathan Eovaldi, Meredith with more interviews, plus highlights from around the majors when we continue right after this.
The Yankees post-game show on Yes is presented by WB Mason. For office furniture and supplies at amazingly low prices, who but WB Mason?
Hazelnut, light on the acidity.
Inorganic Sumatra.
Coffee, black, please. Need some jet fuel coffee.
The best coffee comes from your local coffee shop, right? Well, maybe. When your business is looking for great tasting coffee, look no further than WB Mason's selection of Green Mountain K-Cups. And with our same-day delivery, your coffee snob friends will have what they want, even if they think it's being brewed by a barista. Who but WB Mason?
Hi. Hi, we're here to look at a Camry.
We just came from a birthday party. Oh, let me get you a new one.
Those Camrys are so reliable.
Yeah.
And you gotta love that bold new styling. Here you go.
Whoa.
Wow.
Those balloon towers don't make themselves.
And right now, you can get 0% APR financing for a full 60 months on a new 2015 Camry. Or lease a new Camry for just $179 a month.
Thanks, Jan.
Thanks, Jen. Now you both have Camrys.
Yeah.
Toyota, let's go places.
I oftentimes find myself thinking back to that day and what would have happened if. I had a ruptured blood vessel in my brain, and the doctors at Montefiore used an innovative technique called endovascular coiling to correct it without surgery. I remember telling them, I have 2 little kids at home, so don't let anything happen to me. People ask me why I went all the way from Greenwich to a hospital in the Bronx. I tell them to save my life. Montefiore gave me back the life I love to live.
It's the Buick.
Sir.
Buick. Where's the Buick? Buick.
Buick. The expectation-shattering Buick LaCrosse.
Now current lessees, switch to Buick and lease this 2015 LaCrosse with leather-appointed seating and V6 power for around $269 a month.
The Yankees postgame show on Yes is brought to you in part by the Honda Dream Big Sales Event, now at your Honda dealer.
Let's check the out-of-town scores right now. Brought to you by your local Tri-State Mazda dealer. We find the Dodgers all over Milwaukee. Yasmani Grandal on that one. 8 runs batted in, including 2 3-run home runs. KC beat Cleveland 7-4. Detroit over the White Sox 4-1. Texas beats Tampa Bay 5-4. Pittsburgh beats Cincinnati 7-2. And that 1 run for the Angels against Houston, courtesy of Mike Trout's 8th round tripper of the year. We welcome you back once again to the WB Mason postgame as the Yankees win the series opener against the Orioles in the Bronx. 4-3 is the final. Let's get right to the highlights, show you how they got this thing in the books. The highlights brought to you by DirecTV. And Nathan Eovaldi, Jack, has to worry about that home run ball, and they got him in the first.
Yeah, second batter of the game, Jimmy Paredes, ends an 8-pitch at-bat by taking this 3-2 fastball deep to right center. Solo shot, his 4th, 1-0 Baltimore.
Yankees tied, though, their half of the first. Jacoby Ellsworth. Gardner on with singles, and then watch this. AROD to the wall, and Delmon Young scales the wall.
Terrific play by Delmon Young, Bob. I, like Girardi, thought that ball was gone. Delmon Young is also not known as a great defensive player. That was a great defensive play.
He went up and got it. Sac fly is all it is. 1-1. Next man, Mark Teixeira grounds one inside first. That scores Brett Gardner for the lead. Tex trying to get it to a double. Not going to happen. He's thrown out, but the Yanks lead it 2-1. Top of the third, though, Orioles tie the game.
Yeah, Eovaldi had some trouble with the bottom of the order, and this time it's Joseph on a 2-0 fastball. Hits a towering shot. Can Gardner pull a Delmon Young? He can't. It's just out of his grasp. Orioles tied at 2.
And then bottom of the third as the Yankees retake the lead. It's Alex Rodriguez at the plate. And, Jack, we've documented this one. No doubt about it.
Right, we said coming into the game he had great numbers against Tillman, and this is a 441-foot blast. His 661st home run moves him past Willie Mays for sole possession of 4th. He gets the curtain call. He gets the standing ovation. He gets the 4th spot on the all-time home run list.
And puts his team ahead. Top of the 5th. Eovaldi can't hold the lead after a leadoff double. Joseph lines one to the right center field gap. One hops the wall as Travis Snyder scores. It's a tie game at 3. When we get to our turning point of the game, brought to you by Montefiore Medical Center, happens later in the top of the 5th. Runners at the corners, and Eovaldi picking off Jones.
When you're a right-handed pitcher, Bob, you better have quick feet and you better be accurate, and that's exactly what Eovaldi had and what he did on that pickoff. 2 stolen bases against him in the last 360 innings, and he gets Paredes here. This is a huge play. First and third becomes only third, and then he gets Andrew Jones out after that.
That was actually Jones at the plate. Bottom of the 5th, Yanks retake the lead. Runner on second. Tex down the right field line. Gardner scores. Tex slides into second with a double. Yanks have the lead 4-3. But then you got to find a way to hold it, Jack, and then you go to the formula with the bullpen.
They do. Right here, it's going to be Justin Wilson. He gets Snyder to ground out to end the 6th. Wilson came in and pitched a clean 7th as well. Moving ahead to the top of the 8th, Betances is in the game. He strikes out Chris Davis on that breaking ball. Davis's 4th whiff of the game. Andrew Miller comes on for the save. He allowed a walk. There's a tying run on base. No problem. He gets Joseph swinging to end the game and preserve the win.
Big win for the Yanks in the series opener, 4-3. They out-hit the Orioles 11-6. Eovaldi